Assalamu alaikum ji. Welcome back to an episode of Kahe, Kazi. My guest today was Momina Munir. Momina Munir is a content creator. We get to speaking about her journey from relatively unknown creator on YouTube to somewhat of a celebrity.
No,
Not
a celebrity.
Prominent content creator.
Just a prominent. Nahi yaar.
A prominent person.
Just a girl who likes to make videos.
A girl who likes to make videos who has 1 lakh people following her. Not prominent at all. We also speak about her merchandise, about what she's learned dealing with corporate sector, individuals from the corporate sector, about being true to your art,
Yes.
about taking a break, about your mental health,
About studying in ICSER and
studying in ICSER,
college life,
and setting
university
boundaries.
life ahead,
Inshallah,
inshallah.
setting boundaries.
Setting boundaries. Of Allah, बहुत सारी बातें की
माशाल्लाह से
हमने.
बहुत सारी बातें की हमने.
There's like literally stereotypes,
Labels, bullying, protecting your cognitive capital,
Yes, being rebellious.
being rebellious,
Being a human.
being a human being.
Yeah.
Being a human being.
Yeah.
Momina Munir, enjoy. Three, two, one. Momina Munir. How you doing, Momina?
मैं उधर देखूं
आप
but
मेरी-
I
आप-
am
नहीं, आप
I
मेरे
am
हाँ, it's okay.
हम वापस कर
नहीं, अब बस अब स्टार्ट हो गया.
नहीं ये लोग रिक्वेस्ट कर सकते हैं मैं भी कर सकती
नहीं, वो उन्हें पोस्ट. आप you're good.
ओके
हाँ, are you good though?
नो
No, you're not good. Okay. We also have Shahzad and Balaj and Wahab in the studio, but they'll for the most part shut the fuck up, right? Yeah. All right. Nice.
एनीवेज
How are you doing? I'm good.
I am good.
Let it out. It's fine. It's fine. Are you good?
आज थोड़ा बुरा दिन चल रहा
अल्लाह रहम करे. क्यों बुरा दिन चल रहा है आपका?
है नहीं बस ऐसे
अच्छा, ऐसे ही बुरा दिन चल रहा है.
अच्छा भी चल रहा है मिक्सचर
मिक्सचर है. हर दिन ऐसे ही होता है more or less.
हाँ but most of the days are like एक prominent में होता है कि it's either good or either it's bad.
So it's more primarily good or bad is what you're saying.
हाँ आज वो मुझे एवरेज नहीं मिल पा रहा.
Average नहीं मिल पा रहा.
कितना
But it's
है?
not done yet. अल्लाह आपको हयाती दे.
क्या पता है इस पॉडकास्ट के बाद ज़्यादा अच्छा हो जाए.
No, not likely. But let's introduce you first.
Yes,
Go ahead.
I am Momina Munir.
Yes.
I think that I'm a content creator.
Wonderful.
I don't describe myself as a YouTuber. पहले मैं बोलती थी कि मैं YouTuber हूँ.
ठीक है.
Now I look at myself as more of a content creator. उसमें और variety आ जाती है, I
Sure,
guess.
yeah.
उसमें, you know, like, it gives you more things to do.
I mean, it's more accurate. You're on Instagram and Facebook
Yeah.
and all these other things. Twitter?
So, no.
Oh, no, Twitter.
No, I'm not. I
Okay.
deactivated 2 years ago.
2 years ago?
No, a year ago.
Okay, sure.
All, like, a year and a half ago.
Sure. Okay.
So, Twitter to deactivated है.
Mhm.
So, not really into that. Lekin हाँ, mostly Instagram, YouTube and...
So, content creator.
Hmm.
You also have a clothing line of sorts.
I do have my own merchandise.
Mhm.
So, business woman.
Businessman? Sure. Yeah. No, that's fair, right? Yeah.
I work on my own कपड़े.
Oh, you're on कपड़े, yeah. Designer भी बोल सकते हैं आपको.
Designer हूँ मैं भाई क्या.
No, तो सही बात है. Designer आप. And you've come into prominence how long ago? Now, by prominence, I mean you have a substantial following.
हाँ,
Mashallah.
okay, so when I started getting the reach, like जहाँ पे बस मेरे दोस्तों से बाहर जा रही थी मैं, I think it was 2018 या 2017. I actually don't really remember. I think it was 2017, but it could be 2018.
Okay.
So let's just say 2018.
Let's just say 2018 then. So that's 3 years now.
Yeah. 2
How's
years
it
now.
been?
It's nice.
Yeah.
It, ups and downs obviously होते हैं, but to put more perspective into it, I guess I like it.
Yeah.
I
like it.
still like मेरा वो point नहीं आया जहाँ पे मुझे बस छोड़ना है. एक point आया था. There was a point in 2020 where I was just like, let's just leave this. It's not for me.
Okay. In 2020, what was the follower count then? YouTube पे, Instagram पे, when you were like, yeah, छोड़ देते
I
हैं इसको.
just hit 100K.
You just hit. That's a milestone.
Yeah.
You hit a milestone. You were like, छोड़ देते हैं. क्यों?
I don't know. It was a lot. Life में ही like you know not anything like comments पढ़ के हो रहे हैं या कुछ करके हो रहा है. It was just self satisfaction and stuff hitting me throughout 2020. तो उस point पे I came to the realization कि इससे मुझे satisfaction नहीं मिल रही, चाहे मैं जितना भी काम कर लूँ, चाहे मैं जितनी भी मेहनत कर लूँ. और I don't consider myself or my content जिसमें मेहनत लगती है, because it's just कैमरा उठाया डाला बना दिया. You know, I don't even edit on a laptop. I literally just use my phone. तो बिल्कुल भी effort नहीं लगती. तो उस point पे मुझे बगैर एफर्ट डाले हुए भी मज़ा नहीं आ रहा था. मुझे एफर्ट इतनी भी एफर्ट अगर मैं डालती थी ना, मुझे उतनी भी एफर्ट नहीं डालनी थी. तो उस पॉइंट पे आके आई थिंक आई जस्ट लॉस्ट एवरी मोटिवेशन टू मेक कंटेंट. फिर एक राइज आता था, लाइक आई रिमेंबर रमज़ान में आई वाज जस्ट लाइक मैंने क्यों छोड़ा, यू नो. एक पॉइंट आता है वेयर यू जस्ट लाइक ओके लेट्स स्टार्ट अगेन. तो मैंने आई थिंक मैं बहुत इतनी मोटिवेशन आ गई थी एक दिन में कि आई वाज जस्ट लाइक फॉर 7 days आई एम गोना अपलोड ईच डे. So I made 7 videos and I uploaded हर दिन. And then I left it until I think मेरा next upload था in November जाके. तो Ramzan was maybe in July in 2020. फिर I uploaded November में जाके.
और आप ये मुझे पहले भी बता रहे हो और ये मैंने पहले भी देखा हुआ है आपके काम में. It's low effort, but high context, right? So there's a lot of story.
हाँ, I think it's more of a क्या फेस करूँ मैं इसको. I think it's more of real life content that people relate to. For example, अगर Mr. Beast है, people don't relate to his content.
I don't know who that is. I'm sorry.
You don't know who Mr. Beast is?
I live under a rock.
मैं आपको बताती हूँ. His video आपने देखी होंगी. I'm sure देखी होंगी. You just haven't like you know dove deep into it. लेकिन Mr. Beast makes videos like spending 1 million on an island. You know, like ऐसे videos जिसमें clicks मिलें. So he literally has like 72 million views on one video. Huge amount of views.
Okay.
लेकिन वो idea based content creator है. क्योंकि उसके पास एक idea है. पैसे उसके टाइटल में है. I will get the clicks. On the other hand, there are people like me, Balaj, and by the way, Balaj साइड पे बैठा.
हाँ जी बिल्कुल. आपके साइड पे बलाज है, मेरे साइड पे शहजाद और वहाब है. I think I'm winning.
Okay. कोई बात नहीं. मेरे साथ imaginary friends हैं.
तेरी खैर.
But खैर, so there are people like me, Balaj, Zaina, Fatma, you know, who make content about their own life. Even एक point पे इरफान भाई when he started, he was doing that. When शहजाद started, he was doing that. तो people relate to it कि अच्छा ये स्कूल जा रही है, ये CIs दे रही है, मैं भी दे रही हूँ. ये उर्दू के पेपर के लिए पढ़ रही है, मैं भी पढ़ रही हूँ.
A-levels दिया?
Yeah, I did my A-levels.
कैसा किया?
My grades were ABC.
That's not bad.
That's good.
What did you get the C in?
Psychology.
Oh, that's good. All right.
I think psychology में C for me was like a heartbreak because I wanted to pursue psychology for so long.
Now you're not going to?
No, I'm not going to.
Why?
Yeah. Okay. So abhi in Pakistan, I think there are very less options.
Right.
Like itne minimum options हैं for psychology that I am willing to give up that dream.
Okay. Options as in to study.
To study.
हाँ अच्छा.
To study. मतलब there is Karachi University and I don't want to leave Karachi.
Right. Okay.
So that's where the you know
that's the problem.
जहाँ पे आके मैं थोड़ा conserve हो जाती हूँ because there's Bhega University and Karachi University.
Yes.
I mean I can go to both of the places. I just choose not to.
Yeah. Fair. What would you do instead?
I am ये मैंने अभी तक किसी को बताया नहीं है but I am gonna join TMUC. They do these affiliated degrees with University of London and you know बाहर की degrees होती हैं that you can complete in Pakistan.
And then 1 year abroad or something
1 year
like that.
abroad, yeah.
ठीक है.
So that's my plan.
Okay,
Inshallah, I'm gonna start in September.
खैर से in what?
So it is digital innovation and business management.
Right.
So that's gonna be like social media.
Sure, yes.
Business karna. That's exactly what I do right now.
Yeah.
So I was like, rather than, you know, I had an option for psychology, but then मेरा दिमाग इसलिए गया कि I already have the experience in this thing.
Yes.
एक तरीके से 4 साल से मैं ये कर रही हूँ. And at one point I feel like yes, I do have experience in it. मतलब 4 साल का एक्सपीरियंस है. तो मैंने सोचा why not just learn it
and double down on
and
it.
double down on it, you know.
Yeah, Allah
So
kamyab
that's the plan for right now,
kare.
inshallah.
Inshallah.
I took a gap year, thought a lot about it.
Thought a lot about taking the
Studying.
yeah, okay.
Thought about, like, अच्छा ये सीन था ना कि मेरा even literally, even if you would have asked me 2 months ago, I would have said psychology.
Wow.
Until IBA का test आया and I skipped my IBA test
Why?
because I didn't want to go.
Okay. Fair. Listen, fair, all right? देखो, you people, and by you people I mean Gen Zers, आप छोटे हो मेरे से काफ़ी. You people inherited a world on fire,
Yeah,
right?
I agree.
So all the conventions are out the window. जो सारी चीज़ें मेरे से 25 साल 26 साल के लोग भी follow करते रहे, they're all out the window. None of it makes any sense because there's people who did exactly what they were supposed to do. I didn't do exactly what I was supposed to do, but there's people who did exactly. They were great at A levels. They were great in university. They got a beautiful job, and they're unemployed now.
Yeah.
Not only are they unemployed, they don't know which way is up. Right, so the world's on fire. You could trust your gut. What else are you gonna do?
That's what, but I think इसमें सबसे पहला choice was literally even last year I just applied to IBA.
Very confident.
हाँ.
ये हो ही जाएगा.
नहीं, I actually was very, क्योंकि कोरोना वायरस जब hit हुआ ना, उस point पे I stopped taking my classes because obviously I was going through a phase and I lost my best friend.
I'm sorry, man.
No, I talked about it very publicly on my channel.
Lost.
He passed away in a car accident. तो उसके बाद like it hit me like a truck, you know.
It's supposed to, yeah. Yeah.
तो उसके बाद I was just like contemplating
Yes.
a lot of things
Yes.
in life. हर एक चीज़ ऐसा होता है ना कि like, you know, why am I living? You know, बहुत सारी चीज़ें. And उस point पे I didn't like realize I was in a depressive state because when you are in a depressive state, you don't realize it.
You also never given the vocabulary for it, na? Drama नहीं करो.
No, actually, I was like, my family was very supportive. My friends were very supportive. They were always like, कि you are going through something, you need to realize it. और मैं बहुत denial में होती थी. नहीं भाई मैं सही हूँ. You know, I always used to think it like that कि मुझे तो कुछ नहीं हो रहा. But there were drastic changes. You know, mentally, physically, I lost 20 kgs. You know, like, and by doing nothing. I was laying in bed all day.
Just didn't feel no appetite.
No appetite at all. एक हफ्ते तक बस मैं एक chips खा के रखी हुई होती थी. All my appetite was literally food. But at the end, like obviously, when my like अम्मा ने notice किया, my friends noticed. एक point पे I lost all my strength, like actual physical strength. मैं 2 कदम चलती थी, सांस फूलने लगती थी.
आप खाना नहीं खाओगे तो यही होगा ना?
Obviously, like then I realized कि okay, I can see the differences. उसके बावजूद भी ना मैं बहुत खुश हो गई थी कि you know मैं पतली हो गई. I took it like positively के पता नहीं मुझे क्या हो रहा है, खुद ही weight lose हो गया and public validation मिल रही है all of a sudden, you know. ओह तुम पतली कैसे हुई, हमें भी tips बताओ. And when I used to think मैंने क्या किया है, I did nothing. Nothing. And खैर उसके बाद, you know, my friends noticed and both of them were like, you need to get your strength back. ये तुम समझो. और अम्मा भी at the back every time, like she used to come and, you know, make me food. बैठ के खिलाती थी कि ये खाओ. सुबह बादाम आते थे. अम्मा हाथ में लेके आती थी बादाम, मुंह में ठूस रही होती थी.
कितने सारे? You're supposed to eat 7 or 9.
She just picks up a handful.
सारे खाने हैं बेटा.
You know, हाँ usually 7 होते थे वो भीगे हुए. तो you know, like she took care of me obviously and she realized it as well. So I am very grateful for that you know they were supportive people. और फिर जब दोस्तों ने मुझे बोला, you know, you need to get your strength back, look at yourself. सच्ची में like go
objectively look at yourself. Yeah.
हाँ, like तुम्हारी सांसें भूल रही हैं अभी चल के. And the day I realized it, actually, like जब self realization हुई was the day it was my best friend's birthday. और we went cycling, just cycling. और मैं जैसे बस एक street खत्म हुई है and उधर ही I was just like, guys, let's just wait. मैं थक गई हूँ. And every other street पे जो stop होता मैं stop ले लेती थी. And by the end of it, I was like मैं नहीं कर सकती, गाड़ी लाओ. So my friend went जहाँ से हमने साइकिल्स रेंट की थी वहाँ से वो गाड़ी लाया. गाड़ी हमने साइकिल गाड़ी के अंदर डाली और मैं he drove me back to the place because I could not cycle. And at that point I realized okay, there is a like मेरे अंदर stamina नहीं बचा. I know how much I could cycle back then, you know, and it was much more than this. मैं ऐसी हर street पे रुकती नहीं थी.
नहीं. But so you said you lost around 20 kilos. Right?
Yeah, more than that.
Time period.
2 months.
That's not good.
2 to 3 months. Like Ramzan mein was very drastic.
Okay, here's the other question, because I've recently lost 30 kilos in 4 months. But I was fat. Okay. Right? So when you overweight...
I was fat as well. Sunny, I was like 70 kgs.
Okay.
And then I came down to like 50.
50.
Yeah.
But I matlab, you should do it the proper way, which is the
obviously, but us waqt to nahi tha.
नहीं,
but then I did. My friends made me join kickboxing.
Okay.
So I started kickboxing, I started gym, I started weightlifting, I started CrossFit. बहुत सारी चीजें एक साथ. You know,
also started food. Food is good.
I started healthy food.
Okay.
तो उस point पे आके I started taking care of myself. और फिर I got back my strength. Like मैं run पे जाती थी तो सांस नहीं फूल रही. Walk भी कर से मतलब घर में चल रही हूँ तो सांस नहीं फूल रही. And like फिर एक major एक gain भी आया weight में. I was like alhamdulillah.
That's good, yeah. Yeah.
तो उस point पे I did get myself back, लेकिन I lost all my motivation to make content.
देखो यार मेरी बात सुनो ना. It's very important to take a minute.
It
for
is,
yourself,
it
na?
is.
And a minute can be a year, a minute can be 2.
It was a year.
यहाँ पे बैठे हुए लोग वो माशाल्लाह से
2 साल ले लेते हैं.
2 साल ले लेते हैं. 2 साल तो नहीं लिए ना आपने. 2 साल भी ले लो तो क्या है?
But I was, uploading इधर उधर. फिर I went to Peshawar with friends. Like there was just a friends trip.
Okay.
क्योंकि food fest होता है YouTubers का. I get invited every year, so I took along my friends. वो भी YouTubers ही थे. But I traveled for the first time with friends. एक होता है मैं पहले अकेले travel कर चुकी हूँ, family के साथ कर चुकी हूँ, कभी friends के साथ मैंने travel नहीं किया. And that was another experience. And I think everyone should do that अगर उनको इजाज़त मिले.
अगर उनको
at this like age जहाँ पे आप 19 into 20 जा रहे हो. I think it gives you perspective जो आप खो रहे हो.
Sure.
So there was a really nice trip, learned a lot. And pehle I used to hate traveling. I still kind of do.
You hate traveling?
मैं इतनी anxious होती हूँ travel के वक्त. इतनी anxious होती हूँ. Throughout that I
किस चीज़ की anxiety होती है?
I don't know. Just being away from home. That's the reason I don't want to leave Karachi for studies.
Right, okay.
Being away from home is just मेरा nightmare. So at that point मैंने कहा कि बस 3 दिन के लिए जा रही हूँ खैर है. And then वो 3 दिन की trip वो लाहौर की trip भी बन गई, इस्लामाबाद की trip भी बन गई.
That's what I was going to say, right? It's uncomfortable to travel. This is agreed upon objectively. But most great learning, most paradigm shifts happen
when you're traveling.
When you're traveling, when you're not comfortable. क्योंकि अगर आप इस रट में फंसे रहोगे.
I was stuck in that rut of being so comfortable in my own shell.
That's it.
कि सब कहते थे कि seek discomfort. I never used to get it.
No.
Like क्यों?
Yeah.
Like for what?
What do I?
मैं बहुत chill करके बैठी हूँ. मैं क्यों? Why would anyone seek discomfort? But I understood it when I did.
Well, here's the reason, right? Here's the reason. Because eventually you have to come to terms with the fact that we're all dying. Right? Some of us go earlier than others, right? But all of us are going.
Yep.
So the thing is, if everything goes according to plan, everything, I'm still going to get uncomfortable eventually.
Yeah.
I'm 28. By the time I'm 38, I'm going to lose strength in my hands and my legs. But by the time I'm 48, I won't even recognize who I see in the... If everything goes according to plan, सब कुछ सही है, तबीयत खराब नहीं होती है. And there's other things like cancers and stuff, right? अगर वो सब अल्लाह रहम करे, अगर वो सब नहीं होता है, तो भी by the time I'm 48, my strength will be decreased to half of what I have right now. By the time I'm 58, you know what I mean? So it's more...
You need to seek discomfort.
Yes, it's more... You need to be at ease with the fact that discomfort तो आना है भाई.
लेकिन फिर उस ट्रिप में मैं रोई भी हूँ. उस ट्रिप में I've showed emotions to my friends and I got a lot closer to my friends उस ट्रिप में ही. But I learned a lot about myself. कि you know I if I travel alone I need to look you know like मुझे चीज़ों को देख के चलना पड़ेगा. ऐसा नहीं कि कोई मेरे पीछे है जो देख रहा होगा. You know I just recognized what I'm worth. I recognized.
Yeah. But okay, correct me if I'm wrong, but to me it sounds like you were holding on to a lot of trauma, right? Because people do that, right? क्योंकि उनको लग रहा होता है कि they're not, even though you're saying you were comfortable at home, which you must have been, I'm sure. I take your word for it. But at the same time, you did not feel held. And so you did not let go of the trauma. Right? ये होता है. And then when you travel and you realize कि यार ठीक है.
I've never thought of it this way.
बस देखे ना यार क्या करें माशाल्लाह से. कभी गुरूर नहीं किया. किसी मजाक कर रहा हूँ. But I think a large part of, and also what you were saying earlier, I do want to come back to that. Because that shows the kind of societal imperatives that have operated on you. Where you were like, oh, कम से कम वजन तो कम हो गया ना.
Exactly.
Right? So you're holding on to all this trauma and then finally it's not okay that you lost your friend. It's never going to be all right. Right? But at the same time, you're still here. You know? And so you need to let yourself be upset.
I think वही grief के जो stages होते हैं ना.
जी बिल्कुल.
उसी को I'm still in that grief phase. It's about to be like 2 years in January.
Okay.
लेकिन you know एक साल तो हो ही गया है.
Yeah.
But वो grief का stage is I'm still in it.
Well, what's interesting
because I think you never move on.
You won't.
How you just move forward.
Sure. And that's the thing. Now, I think you need to hold space for grief and gratitude at the same time. हम जो होते हैं ना बड़े माशाल्लाह से पाकिस्तान आपको पता है हम जो है बड़े
denial में होते हैं.
black and white में होते हैं ना. भाई यार देखो या तुम नाशुक्र हो या फिर तुम खुश हो. You can be both. You know, we joked before. You were like, yo, I've been upset, and I'm like, don't be upset. Right? What I'm not saying is invalidate your grief.
Yeah.
That would be horrible. That's what you were doing. And that's why you hurt yourself so much. What you need to do is be like, yaar, ye to hai. But there's also good things.
That's why I was in denial for so long with my depressive state also. कि नहीं सही हूँ मैं. सही हूँ. But I wasn't right. Like, I wasn't in my right state.
Not
I was literally doing nothing.
Yeah.
I wasn't working on myself. Lekin I've realized that time के साथ सब सही हो जाता है. All we need is time. It's not gonna be okay instantly.
No.
Even we want it to be like हर चीज़ सही हो जाए फौरन. But things take time, and that's it.
That's it.
That's literally it.
That's literally it. Allah Rahm kare. And yeah, going back to that body, would you say you have body image issues or had?
I think everyone does.
More or less, yeah. I've had them. Yeah, sure.
I've had them since like I was 8. I मतलब हमेशा से. I think everyone does. Either like वो healthy भी होंगे ना. There's gonna be something that they don't like about themselves.
In your opinion, where did yours come from?
Mine came from the internet.
Yeah. I need to look like that, but I don't look like that. Yeah.
Yeah. जो expectations बनी हुई हैं. I never got that कि अपनी cousin को देखो वो तो पतली है. I never got that from my family. जितना भी है वो इंटरनेट से हुआ है और वो भी मैंने खुद ही बनाया है. You know, someone's looking like that, I need to look like that. Yeah, either people commenting on my weight. That used to happen a lot.
Sure.
I won't deny it. That used to happen a lot.
Yeah.
Because yes, I was a fat child. I was
it's
fat.
Nobody's business though, na? It's nobody's business.
But unfortunately, it is.
It's Pakistan.
It हो गया. ये पाकिस्तान है.
यहाँ पे होता है, liberty लेते हैं लोग.
Yeah. So there were a lot of comments that I used to read, and obviously वो एक insecurity फिर पलने लग गई.
सही.
और वो फिर मैंने उसको इतना छोटा करके मैंने उसको इतना बड़ा पाल लिया कि then you know when I started losing weight the wrong way, I was like yes, finally.
Exactly, by any means necessary after a while, right? So my problem was I was too dark. So my skin jo thi was too dark, and that was a salient feature of any commentary that was ever given to me.
चाय नहीं पिया करो.
मुझे बोलते दूध पियो गोरे हो जाओगे. दूध पियो गोरे हो
I've
जाओगे।
heard that myself.
हाँ,
that
कोक ना
तुम
पियो।
चाय नहीं पियो.
हाँ, कोक ना पियो,
And
वो
you
काला कर
know
देती
the
है।
funniest part, I don't drink chai up to this day.
Dude, I destroy coke. मतलब मैं इतनी कोक पीता हूँ कि आपकी सोच है। लेकिन यही है भाई, स्किन यही मिलनी
But
थी।
I remember this, ये जो है ना एक complexion वाला complex. It was like created through ads. I know that for sure कि मैं जो Fair and Lovely के ads होते थे ना,
माशाल्लाह से।
I personally was a buyer of that from a very small age.
That's crazy, na? Think about it. You're mashallah say educated and everything, and you are a loving family, loving friends.
Literally.
That's ridiculous.
And मुझे it was just like मैं अगर गोरी भी हूँ ना, I don't think I'm like that. I'm just tanned.
Okay.
लेकिन एक point आया था जहाँ पे I got super tan क्योंकि मेरा college start हुआ and A levels. I went to Nixer.
Ah.
I don't like that school, but I like it.
मेरे साल में अच्छा था, अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह। मैं थोड़ा पुराना हूँ।
आप कब के? You were a shark?
I was a shark.
Nice.
2011. I graduated.
Oh, that's like बहुत early.
हाँ।
मैं 2020 की हूँ graduate.
यार अब देखो 8-9 साल में
Yeah.
अच्छी चीज़ भी खराब हो जाती है।
नहीं, I love the school. I love what they believe in. It's just the fact that it didn't end right for me. Coronavirus आ गया. So we didn't get what we wanted. I guess like जहाँ तक की बात है, I got the grades I wanted. I got the teachers I wanted. I got amazing teachers.
Who were your teachers?
Like for sociology, I don't know if you would know them.
देख तो लो।
Okay, for sociology, I had Mansoor Labega.
Yeah, he was my teacher.
No way.
Yeah.
I still talk to him.
Yeah, because he's so much fun to talk to.
Yeah.
He was.
Wow.
Yeah.
I love that teacher.
The old man. Yeah. He's actually mentioned in my book as well. No, not in my book. In one of my stories. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Sir Mansoor has been literally the best teacher I've had throughout my student life.
He's one of the best teachers in the world, and I can say that because I've studied in 3 countries in the world. Thodi monopoly de raha hu, alhamdulillah. But one of the best of all time. Or
I had Miss Jackie for psychology. She's a new teacher.
Okay,
she was a new teacher.
Okay.
And मुझे sociology के AS में मुझे Miss Megan पढ़ाती थी.
I know her, yes, of course.
Yes, yeah. Miss Megan used to teach me. She's an amazing soul. Love her. और क्या था? Okay, I took business. I got a D and I dropped it.
Okay.
Business में I think no, I wouldn't take her name. I don't like her.
As you do.
Yeah.
अच्छी बात है।
And
बुराई नहीं की हमने।
Urdu में I had Miss Ruqayya Faruqi, I guess.
Okay.
One of the best teachers in Karachi for Urdu. Like I believe मेरी उर्दू बिल्कुल अच्छी नहीं है. I got an A in Urdu.
Alhamdulillah.
I think it's easier to get an A in Urdu. इतना मुश्किल नहीं होता.
No, I wouldn't agree with that. लेकिन चलो.
But it's actually tough.
Yeah, of course.
Urdu is tough. It gets to you. It literally. So मुझे psychology, sociology से ज़्यादा मुश्किल उर्दू लगती थी.
यार उर्दू जो है मैं दूर दराज तक उर्दू के करीब नहीं गया हूँ. I had literature, psychology, sociology.
So wait, you had literature की कौन है?
Miss Manji.
Miss Manji, she's still here.
She's wonderful.
Yep, every single friend of mine who studied literature loves her.
She's just amazing. And literature, psychology में I had Miss Mona.
Oh,
and Miss Samra.
She's teaching in Cedar now.
हाँ.
She taught my friend.
हाँ.
Miss Mona. मैंने बहुत सुना है उनके बारे में.
Miss
She's
Mona
very
is,
funny, I guess.
Oh, dude, one of the most fun teachers. Fun-wise, I don't know if I've had a more fun teacher. But Miss Samra was great as well. AS.
किसकी?
Psychology.
Psychology, okay.
Sociology में I had Sir Faik first and then Sir Mansoor Labega. Economics में I had Sir Nadeem Ghani first and then I had Miss Zina Faruqi.
Okay, now Sir Nadeem doesn't teach.
Yeah, no.
But Mrs. Faruqi's abhi tak there and
of course. Yeah.
all my friends study from, my brother studies from.
I really am trying to get her on the podcast.
Really,
Yeah.
you should.
Yeah.
You should.
Absolutely.
Wow, हम कहाँ निक्सर में पहुँच
बस देखें
गए.
आप.
Literally only Nixer kids would understand this. So बहुत एक छोटी सी audience
Yeah.
I would understand
Yeah,
this
yeah.
conversation.
But the thing, देखो ना, here's the thing ना. वही वाली बात है कि it's about, like, there were bad things about my experiences. There were good things about my experiences.
I think the only bad thing about my experience was the counselors. That's it.
Yeah. वो चलो. So they didn't fix that.
Yeah, they didn't.
They didn't fix that in 11 years.
The entities, the the extracurricular चीज़ें I love to stay in Nixer till like 8 बजे तक. फिर लेकिन there are kids who literally stay till 12.
I was one of the kids who would leave at like when the gatekeeper would, because Zain भाई होते थे और शबीर भाई होते थे.
Oh my god.
Yeah, तो Zain भाई आके बोलते थे काजी आप जा रहे हो या क्या? मैं बोलता था यार आप बोलो जाऊँ नहीं जाऊँ.
Okay, Zain भाई अच्छा I recently went to take the jacket या कुछ थी पता नहीं क्या. अभी recently मैं गई थी and I forgot to say salam to Zain भाई. That's such a thing. Like अगर आप हर रोज निक्सर जा रहे हो तो जैन भाई को सलाम करना is like a ritual. You can not forget it. And मेरे दिमाग में था ही नहीं ना. Like you know like almost 2 साल हो गए नहीं गई मैं निक्सर. या 1 साल हो गया. फिर खैर मैं नहीं गई और मेरे दिमाग में नहीं. And he just goes like वालेकुम अस्सलाम. I was like shit.
Yeah, that's it. So मैंने जब शुरू किया था, the first चौकीदार, the only चौकीदार was शबीर भाई.
Okay.
Me and Shabir bhai started Nix at the same time. Right? मेरे साल में was the first time he, and then Zain bhai Zain bhai भी उसी साल में उन्होंने शुरू किया था. And शुरू में obviously यार I was 18, angsty, I was from city school DK, वो वाला सारा attitude था. But वो that got sorted quick. Are you from DK?
No, I am from Beacon House.
Okay, cool. Yeah, same. Yeah,
I hate my school either.
Same. But alright, you were telling me कि आप college के ज़माने में you had become tan. You were talking about
so
Fair and Lovely
बिल्कुल
and
शुरू
stuff,
में वो skybox जैसी जगह बनी हुई थी.
जी बिल्कुल.
And वहाँ पे डायरेक्ट सनलाइट आती थी और मैं सनलाइट के बिल्कुल सामने बैठती थी बगैर सनब्लॉक लगाए.
विटामिन डी.
तो मैं बेसिकली हो गई थोड़ी काली. And उसके बाद I was just constant. I used to get comments कि तुम काली हो गई हो.
By who?
People. At that point, I had this platform.
Oh, dude, you did have the platform.
Yes.
Okay. Right.
All this time I have this platform जहाँ मुझे मोटी भी कहा जाता है और काली भी कहा जाता है.
सही.
ठीक है. And it's not like कि बहुत सारे लोग कह रहे हैं, but there is an amount जो कह रहे हैं. So it used to get to me, and that's when एक दिन like I remember it so vividly. I was like googling के how to remove tan, and एक blog था जहाँ पे उन्होंने बोला था कि lemon juice लगाओ. So I actually just put lemon all over my face, and it was just puri red skin.
Of course.
An allergic reaction.
It's acid.
And it was so bad कि मैं 3 दिन तक लाल थी.
Yeah.
And उसके बाद I realized कि नहीं.
No.
It will fade away naturally.
Or if it doesn't तो फिर क्या? फिर भी कुछ नहीं.
फिर भी कुछ नहीं लेकिन शायद वापस से लगा.
फिर एक और बार ट्राई कर लूँ. नहीं, so how you're supposed to do it मैं आपको बता. मैं I've been at this game longer. आपको मिलाना होता है लेमन जूस दूध में.
Okay.
Right? और दूध में because दूध kind of nullifies some of the harmful effects. तो lemon juice दूध में.
Isn't दूध also acidic?
No.
It's not?
No. मतलब अब मुझे नहीं
इतनी साइंस नहीं पढ़ी मैंने.
खाले साहब जो है गाय के उससे दूध नहीं निकालेंगी. जो प्रोसेस्ड वाला होता है वो करेंगे हम. दूध, लेमन जूस एंड मेरे ख्याल में थोड़ा एक बनाना मिक्स करना होता था उसके अंदर या कुछ ऐसा. अब मैंने कोई 11 साल में नहीं किया बिकॉज देन निक्सर के फर्स्ट ईयर के बाद मेरी बस हो गई थी. मैंने बोला नहीं भाई मैं काला हूँ. सही है. उससे क्या होता है? The other problem that I was always told, and this because I would consume Western media, I always thought I was too hairy.
Okay.
I always thought, and when I was 15, I would try to trim my leg hair. Right? It's just,
I know a friend who does that.
Still? We should stop him. Like भाई क्या हो गया? नहीं.
I mean like
मर्जी है.
मैं अब उसको जाके बोलूँगी अपने बाल नहीं ट्रिम करा कर.
देखिए बात सुने. काजी बोलता है नहीं करना चाहिए. कौन काजी? क्या हो गया? But all of this is those societal imperatives, right? Like you should have men should have beards at the age of 18 or 19. Nonsense. Like genetics. Like है या नहीं?
And do you know, like even in my friend circle, there are girls who are literally वो तो मजाक में कह रही होती है लेकिन I know कि मजाक में भी ना वो बात कितनी बुरी लगती है.
क्या?
कि लड़कों का मजाक उड़ाना कि तो दाढ़ी नहीं उगा सकता. You know, that's just a little sad. But
that's not nice.
That's not nice. Yeah.
Balaj Shahzad, I'm sorry.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
नहीं अल्लाह माफ करे. मैं मजाक कर रहा हूँ. थोड़ा मजाक उड़ाना भी ठीक है as long as it's in good fun. as long as no one's getting hurt, I think that's where the
वो
the line
boundary
is.
होती है, like, obviously.
मतलब अगर आपको कोई आपके स्किन कलर का भी कोई अगर मजाक उड़ा रहा है, as long as it's a joke and the other person is taking it as such. But here often we like to joke at the expense of other people.
हाँ, और पता है
फिर मजाक
बात
नहीं होता.
बोल के फिर बोलना ना कि मैं तो मजाक कर रहा था. No. नहीं.
पहले पूछना था. दूसरी चीजों में भी अल्लाह रहम करे. But anyways, okay, that's a lot, right? And there's this platform and you're going through A levels, which is not a fun time. No, and it's not an easy time.
It's
Fun it is.
actually just a lot of information at one point. Like आके मुझे इतना rigorous होता था Nixer for me. I've never been in a system as rigorous as Nixer because they expect a lot and then they choose kids who are the best.
Yes.
सही है. जब वो होता है ना तो ऐसा competition होता है.
ऐसा खतरनाक.
And like over these years, I'm just gonna let you know that Nixer की एक
Cape.
Nixer की एक
Batch.
you know एक fame आ चुका है उनके पास. You know, it's a very renowned college.
Prestigious it is.
It's like a nice college to get in.
Yeah.
तो इतने बच्चे apply करते हैं and only 600 per batch get in.
Right, of course, yeah.
So when that happens, I think 1200 per batch. I'm not sure. I think 600. इतना छोटू सा तो है.
हाँ. आपके O-levels में क्या grade थे?
Oh, they were very average. I got 2 A's, all B's, 1 C.
And how did you get into Nixer then?
Oh, I got into the foundation program.
Oh, I'll tell you
So
my
that
story.
was
Yeah.
super rigorous as well क्योंकि हमें TAs mandatory होते थे. So we used to have 3 hours की class अपने 3 subjects के लिए, तो per hour 1 subject, and then 45 minutes की class with the TA.
Wow.
So it was literally like school. 6 periods होते थे हमारे. So it was very rigorous for me at that point. NAS.
What's interesting is this how I got in. I got 1 A in O-levels, I got 1 B in O-levels, and the rest of them were C's. Right? और ये grade sheet लेके मैं जो है पहले I got into South Shore. South Shore ने बताया आप आ जाना. अब South Shore
Where
बंद हो
is
गया.
South Shore?
बंद हो गया.
I've never heard of it.
Phase 8 में होता था, बंद हो गया.
Okay, I have no idea.
And it was a good school in its own right. It was no Nixer, but it was a good school in its own right. But well, I got into South Shore, not really a surprise, but khair. I went to Nixer, applied once, rejected. फिर मैंने बात की कि अच्छा, you know, like कुछ हो सकता है. They're like no. But I'm like just all I was wanting was for them to consider. Okay, they're like no. दूसरी बार भी rejected. then I went to Nixer, went in person.
Okay.
मैं ज़ारा होती थी एक ज़माने में.
अभी भी होती है.
हाँ. तो मैं ज़ारा से मैंने बात की. She mustn't remember this interaction, I'm sure. She's spoken to so many people. I was like, could I be considered? Just look at me. And she looked at the grade. She's like, I don't think this is going to work. I'm like, okay, cool. Rejection. Then एक बार सर नदीम घूम रहे थे. फिर गया मैं.
Oh, wow.
I don't know why I was doing this. But I suppose I wanted to make a change. DK में I was not a good student. And inkamat ये थे कि if I went to South Shore, it'd be more of the same.
Yeah.
I didn't want that. 4th time I went, Sir Nadeem मिले मुझे. And to him, I was like, will you consider me? And he's like, I'm sorry, buddy, I don't think this is going to happen. Looked at my grade sheet, fine. I had a friend, his name is, a big shout out to Ibrahim Uruj.
Okay.
He had, not only had he gotten in, he was also one of their star pupils already. Because वो O-levels में भी शायद पढ़ता था कुछ. Sir Nasir Gani के साथ. I told him, I'm like, could you please get me an interview? Just get me an interview. I don't want you to get me in. You can't. No one can. And so they did. And मेरा एक इंटरव्यू था जिसमें सर नदीम सर नासिर दोनों बैठ गए. मैंने बोला गुड. And in that interview I suppose I must have said something that
got their
and then
attention.
and then here's how I got in. एक होती है वहाँ पे आपकी orientation.
Same,
which
yeah,
is
the
supposed to be
overnight.
fun. हाँ, the overnight thing,
Yeah.
which is supposed to be a fun time.
Literally my favorite.
वो
part.
गुजर गई.
And you were so late.
And I still didn't get in. I'm like, okay, cool. So I guess I'm going to South Shore. Cool. अब मैं बैठा हूँ FIFA में in my grief. मैं FIFA खेल रहा हूँ भाई के साथ. Someone calls me. I pick up the phone. Sir Nadeem. Akbar, this is Nadeem Ghani. Come over to Nixer tomorrow and we'll see about getting you your courses. And I'm just like, oh no. So I got in after the thing.
Wow. Okay, so everyone gets really scared के Sir Nadeem के साथ interview now. So I got really lucky for some weird reason. मेरा इंटरव्यू संदीप ने नहीं लिया था.
अच्छा.
Some counselor took it.
हाँ.
And everyone, there's a stigma around Nadeem Ghani taking an interview कि बस तुम reject हो गए.
Yeah, देखो, so here's the thing. He has excellent oratory ability.
Yeah, and he does.
And Nixer is his baby, right?
Literally.
So he's kind of protective of it. मुझे नहीं पता क्या है. But हाँ, and then when I showed up, here's the other thing. Here's what's cool. Total हमारे क्लास में हमारे बैच में शायद 530 लोग थे. My number was 522. मेरी बात 8 और लोग आए थे.
Nice.
It's ridiculous, dude. It's fun times, whatever.
Yeah. But anyways, मुझे at this point, I might say something controversial about my school, लेकिन कोई बात नहीं, मैं graduate हो चुकी हूँ, कुछ नहीं हो सकता. But now I just feel like Nixer is just they just want money.
At this point, you would think so. Yeah.
They just want money.
Yeah.
I mean, इस point पे actually they just want money because they shaped me as a person.
Sure.
But you cannot just charge like, 50K per month,
अच्छा नहीं, मेरे ज़माने में तो बहुत कम होता.
नहीं, अभी फिलहाल it's like for science students it's literally 50K. And I'm just like, dude.
Yeah.
That you're just making money, Nixer.
No. So okay. So they're charging that much, but their argument would obviously be the facilities, the teachers, and the fact that you're not allowed. मेरे ज़माने में you weren't allowed to take tuitions. अभी भी ऐसा ही.
Oh, that's the nice part about Nixer.
हाँ.
They give extra attention to the child.
हाँ.
लेकिन
फिर भी बहुत ज़्यादा है.
that's not. नहीं यार, आप 50,000 को आप justify कर ही नहीं सकते.
I don't know, मेरी शायद कोई 22 थी.
Because there are good schools now which are taking much less now. So when we, like Alpha, Alpha is a really good example.
Alpha is an offshoot, right? You know that, right? Alpha and एक और भी था. Offshoot नहीं बोलेंगे, but teachers from Nixer.
Yeah. Even Cedar is.
Yes. Cedar, Alpha और एक और भी है शायद.
I'm not sure. Hi, bro.
अच्छा.
Sir is one. The chemistry sir, I think.
आखिर में पता है क्या होगा मेरे ख्याल में Nixer is going to stay where it is. But ये जो है ना, ये जो schools खुल रहे हैं, they're going to become specialist schools. जैसे सर बिलाल हमीद का कौन सा वाला है?
Cedar.
Cedar is going to be known for chemistry. Just the best chemistry in the world.
But that's, I don't know. पता नहीं. Nixer को beat करना kind of मुश्किल है. I still feel like.
But isn't Sir Bilal the best I think he's the best chemistry teacher.
Sir Rizwan was at my time.
अच्छा, Sir Bilal at my time, Sir Bilal was the best chemistry teacher.
He would be अभी भी. लेकिन जहाँ तक मैंने खुद पढ़ा है Sir Rizwan से, and मेरे ग्रेड नहीं देखे केमिस्ट्री में, आप तो बेहतर है. It was my fault, but like the way मेरा C आया था. The way all my friends got their grades were amazing.
Yeah. So, okay.
Anyways, I think हर teacher अच्छा होता है if you just understand that.
But you're saying it's still difficult to beat Nixer.
Yeah. I do believe that. They have their entities, they have their extracurriculars, they have their TA program, they have. Nixer में बहुत अच्छी चीज़ें हैं, but Nixer में guidance बहुत मुश्किलों से मिलती है. They choose good kids over average kids, अगर आप average हो, you will be neglected. That's a fact. And because I felt the same way, I was neglected. Even though like मैं खुद जाती थी, ये करती थी चीज़ें, I used to get in, but still there was always a feeling of that neglection from my own school. तो वहाँ पे मुझे feel होता था कि अगर I was on top of my class, I was on top 10 या कहीं पे भी उस in that range, मुझे शायद ज़्यादा attention मिल सकती थी. But
होता है.
मेरा भी होगा कहीं ना कहीं कि मैंने इतनी effort नहीं लगाई होगी कहीं ना कहीं. Okay, that's where the doubts come in now. When you're not above, top 10, it creates the competition in your head, and either they just work really hard, the student, they just don't. I was the one who did not. मैं ना demotivate हो जाती हूँ when I don't get something, and I need to change that about myself.
Okay, sure. Maybe you need to change that about yourself, but counseling तो मेरे ज़माने में भी थोड़ी ऐसी थी, lackluster थी. And I'm talking about guidance counseling. psychological help तो थी नहीं, वो थी आपके ज़माने में?
नहीं.
See, that's the other
It's just
thing.
the college counseling,
Yeah.
like, university
I
counseling.
really think they need to have a therapist on call. बाहर तो होता है हर
Cedar
जगह.
में है, I think I'm not sure about that. मैं comparison पता नहीं क्यों कर रही हूँ, लेकिन I don't think there is in Nixer any psychologist who's like mentally
Yeah. Who's
training
available
के-
for people.
Yeah, I don't think so.
बाहर मैं गया था तो वहाँ पे तो it was you didn't even have to pay for it. Just
Oh,
book an
really?
appointment. Yeah, just book an appointment. Anywhere, everywhere. Colleges, universities, whatever. बहुत ख्याल
And
होती
पता
है
है
इस चीज़ की.
somehow like कहीं ना कहीं मुझे लगता है Nixer does lack in communication with students who don't come to them first.
Right.
There should be ways
Right.
जहाँ पे वो reach out करें ना, in the sense that reaching out for problems के monthly अगर checkups कर लें just through email.
यार
But वो भी नहीं होता.
No, you're right. I think मेरे ज़माने में भी मेरे साथ नहीं हुआ ये अल्हम्दुलिल्लाह, but there were friends of mine, good people, right?
Yeah.
Brilliant individuals who were neglected. They were left behind, and I don't know if
And I understand that there is like 1,200 more people for you to handle.
But you call yourself a community.
But exactly. And whenever we're all together, everything's nice. जब अगर एक assembly में होंगे, everything would be nice.
Because there's energy. There's that
Because
energy. Yeah,
literally, वहाँ पे, whenever Sir Nadeem is talking to us, it's nice. So, उधर होती है कि यार, if they are like addressing to people who are on top of the class, अगर वो सभी को कर लें तो क्या जा रहा है उनका?
हाँ शायद कुछ नहीं जा रहा. But I suppose consequences and rewards and all those things कि भाई he's rewarding good behavior and not जो भी है.
I think Nixer में बहुत कम बच्चे होते हैं जो rebellious होते हैं, जो बुरे होते हैं या जो below average होते हैं. All of them are, good kids.
Right there,
And,
yeah.
And they still, I don't think that they choose to neglect. वो हो जाता है. Yeah. I don't think anyone has called out उनको ऐसे. तभी शायद.
Maybe, right? Of course. Okay, so from the fraternity, because Nixa is a community, it is a fraternity. From that, when you graduated, you obviously were also part of the YouTube fraternity, which is another, and I think क्या नाम है इनका? Alina, she was also from Nixa,
Yes.
na? I saw that one video of hers, the first video
the
of
bubble,
hers. हाँ,
Karachi, Pakistan bubble, living in a bubble.
Very interesting, mashallah se. So she was also part of the Nixa community, but jo bhi hai.
She hates Nixer
I'm sure
because
she does.
obviously, like,
उनने
she's a foreigner coming into a school like Nixer.
हाँ जिसमें complexes भी हैं.
It's a small little place जहाँ पे बहुत गर्मी होती है और उसके बाद she's coming from a educational side जहाँ पे teachers actually let you think. इधर CIEs में the Cambridge system is just अलग किस्म का.
Very structured. Yes.
Yeah, it's so structured. You need to write the answers what they want.
Yeah.
You cannot just be like, I like apples.
No. So you're in subjects like even sociology, you could be really stupid.
Yes.
Beg your pardon. We could be very stupid and still get A's.
कोई begging pardon
नहीं pardon करो. अच्छा,
Kidding.
but you could still absolutely get A's.
Yeah.
Because you know what to say. But
That's why, but sociology में I think you can write whatever you want to, but still it needs to be structured.
No, of course, exactly. तो अब मैं ये बोल रहा हूँ कि graduating from that, you are now also were even back then part of the YouTube fraternity. How's that been? Supportive, holding, कैसा वो कैसा है?
In what sense?
You must have interacted. I mean, you have that stature where, sure, Shahzad and Balaj, but you must have had other YouTubers also reach out. Momina, you're part of our community now. ऐसा भी तो हुआ ना? नहीं.
In what sense?
Like
समझ नहीं आ रहा.
Did they not reach out? Other YouTubers?
Oh, everyone did. Yes. अच्छा, you're talking about the whole situation.
Yeah.
I think मैं बहुत laid back होती हूँ with having conversations with people who I don't want to have conversations with. So I choose to just not talk to them sometimes.
Oh, fair enough.
Yeah, but लेकिन जिनसे मैं close होती हूँ मैं बस उनसे बात करती हूँ. I think in the YouTube community I've been close with Shahzad. I've been close with oh my god, literally.
Alina?
I've been close with Umar, Alina.
Balaj?
No, we've not been close with.
Oh god damn,
Yeah.
sorry Balaj.
No, no. Soltafa doesn't know anything about me.
Oh.
Yeah.
I mean, but the thing is, you don't know anything about him either. No one does.
Yeah,
He's
that's true.
Soltafa, yeah.
That's true.
Soltafa, yeah.
But we're good friends.
Yeah.
लेकिन हाँ,
Irfan bhai, Amir bhai, ye log.
I mean, I look up to them. So they're not like friends.
No,
woo-hoo.
no.
They're more of like, मैं अभी भी I get anxious around Irfan bhai because like he's.
Part of that is just him. He does that to people, I'm thinking.
I'm thinking as
Yes,
well because
yes.
मैं तो बहुत anxious होती हूँ. But हाँ, in the YouTube community, I feel like बहुत कम लोगों से मैंने relate किया. I don't usually open up to people, and I only open up when they can relate to me.
That's good practice, I think.
So if like with Shahzad, he's been bullied, I can empathize with him. So when I think like कि यार अगर कोई empathize कर सकता है ना मुझसे, मैं बस उसी से open up होंगी.
Good practice, I think.
Yeah.
Good practice.
So I don't like just open up with friends. भले वो मुझसे 2 साल, 4 साल, 10 साल पुराने दोस्त क्यों ना हो.
Fair.
उनको पता होगा, but I won't have like a proper deep conversation with them. And उस way में I feel like I restrict myself a lot.
Sure.
And I keep things to myself.
So okay, yes you do. जी, तो आपकी जो so then you've not kind of been in the larger community. So they've been accepting though. I'm sure they accept.
हाँ, नहीं, I've talked to them. They've reached out. I obviously took all their condolences वगैरह जो भी. We talk. We're good friends. We meet. But it's just कि I just don't open up. They even like there are points जहाँ पे they open up so much to me and they don't know anything about me.
It's interesting.
Yeah. And ये literally मैं बता रही हूँ आपको ये 2 साल पुरानी एक दोस्ती है. Like I know everything about them. They know nothing about me. And they think that they know about me.
Oh
like,
shit, son.
like they think कि उन्हें पता है. Like I do open up, but like not major things. छोटी.
Like Soltafa.
No. Soltafa तो इतना दूर है ना.
कुछ भी नहीं है, Batman.
उनकी तो शक्ल ही किसी को नहीं. Actually, I've met Salty.
Yeah.
Like twice.
He almost divulged his name on Clubhouse while having a conversation with me.
Oh no.
One day. Well, नहीं वो public room था. I wouldn't have wanted that. That would have gotten him in trouble.
मेरी छोटी cousin है and she literally texted me one day. What is Soltafa's name? I need to know. मैंने Soltafa को भेजा कि क्या करूं बता दूं. He goes like नहीं यार वो flex करते हैं बच्चे नहीं कोई ज़रूरत नहीं है.
No, you weren't going to give his name up.
Obviously. I would.
Allah raham kare. So okay.
Yeah.
At what point did you realize, because you've been doing it for so long now, 3-4 साल हो गए आपको माशाल्लाह से.
This will be, I started in 2016.
So 5 years.
Wow.
So, yeah. When you started, and at what point did you realize that there were people who could relate to it?
In 2018 when I was giving my O-level exams.
2 years. For 2 years you were doing it.
I was uploading makeup videos.
Okay.
So for 2 years I literally just uploaded makeup.
Why?
Because उस वक्त मेरा interest वो था.
सही है.
उस वक्त I didn't really think much about it. You know, I didn't really know कि मैं vlog कर सकती हूँ. I always thought कि camera की ज़रूरत होगी, you know, to vlog, like Casey Neistat, like ये सारे examples थे मेरे सामने. Until I started watching Olivia Jade.
I don't know who that
Yeah,
is.
she's like vlogger ही थी वो. And she was a student herself. तो वो SAT पढ़ रही होती थी और वो vlogs बना रही होती थी. And I used to be like, I'm gonna graduate from school, like O-levels से मैं मतलब 14 साल एक school में पढ़ी हूँ and I have these friends with me and मेरा ये मैं बहुत दफ़ा बात कर चुकी हूँ इस बारे में but वापस से कर लेते हैं. Okay, मैं daily diaries लिखती हूँ. I journal my day every single day. अभी भी.
That's healthy. That's very good.
Yeah. तो because at the back of my mind I'm always like, what if मैं अपनी सारी memory lose कर दूँ? one day. I just wake up with zero memory.
That's an unhealthy fear, लेकिन चलो.
It's a weird fear.
Yeah.
हाँ, लेकिन है मेरे दिमाग में. तो मैं ये सोच रही थी कि क्या अगर एक दिन मेरी memory चली जाएगी. That's why I started daily diarying. Journaling.
Yes.
I started in I think 2014 या 2015. 2014 में इधर उधर हो रहा होता था. Like ज़्यादा नहीं करती थी लेकिन I used to. खैर तो in 2018 I decided why not just film it.
2016.
नहीं, vlogging मैंने 2018
Oh right.
में
Okay.
शुरू की.
Till then you were doing the makeup
Yeah,
stuff.
actually 2017 में. Yeah, in 2017 I remember हम बीकन मन का कोई कवाली इवेंट था and
मन का कवाली इवेंट.
MUN.
हाँ, MUN का कवाली इवेंट था.
Yeah, they have the social का एक दिन होता है.
Okay, अच्छा.
तो वहाँ पे कोई कवाली का इवेंट था.
कौन who was the person singing?
I have zero idea.
But you journaled it.
Yeah, मैंने private कर दिया वो video. I think it was somewhat one of the Sabris.
Oh come on.
Yeah.
Amjad Sabri?
No.
Okay.
I think उनके भाई थे.
Okay.
तो वो इवेंट था and I was just like okay let's just film. और उस दिन मेरी एक दोस्त की बर्थडे भी थी. We were going to surprise. It was a very happening day.
Okay.
तो मैंने बस पूरा दिन रिकॉर्ड किया and I went and I just edited it on iMovie randomly. बस करा और डाल दिया. And all my friends loved it. All my friends loved the idea कि you know you can just record and put it up. So they were very supportive as well.
2017 is Irfan Bhai is on his way up. In
हाँ,
2017
but
as well,
I
right?
have not yet
Okay.
discovered.
You've
him.
not discovered Irfan Bhai?
Yeah.
But your friends are accepting of this. कि
Yeah.
हाँ चलो वीडियो
Yeah.
बना लो ठीक है.
अच्छा अभी तक मैं पाकिस्तानी यूट्यूबर्स तो मुझे पता ही नहीं एग्जिस्ट करते हैं. ऑल आई नो इज जैद अली, ऑल आई नो इज शावीर जाफी, ऑल आई नो इज जुनैद अकरम, ऑल आई नो इज
These guys were big. Yeah.
या सो ऑल आई नो वर दीस.
Yeah.
नथिंग लाइक कि और भी कोई हो सकता है. और मोस्ट ऑफ देम वर जस्ट डूइंग स्किट्स. नथिंग अबाउट व्लॉगिंग दैट इन दैट सॉर्ट. तो फिर मैंने व्लॉगिंग शुरू कर दी जस्ट फॉर रिकॉर्डिंग द डे एंड फिर everyone was just like स्कूल में भी रिकॉर्ड करा करो, you know we can look back at our school memories.
This is Beacon House.
This is Beacon House. I was like yes okay. तो उस वक्त हमें अलाउड होते थे फ़ोन लाना. मैं फ़ोन लेके जाती थी.
कितना कूल था Beacon House यार.
This is not मुझे नहीं पसंद Beacon House.
हमें पास स्कूल क्या हमारे पास क्या चलो ठीक है.
So we weren't like allowed but no one ever said anything.
Oh, that's not the same thing.
Yeah, we weren't allowed. Like confiscate हो जाता था कभी-कभी लेकिन
if they gave a shit.
Yeah, they never gave a shit.
Okay.
तो अब उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि स्कूल में करो. I started blogging और ये मॉक्स का ज़माना चल रहा है. So it's already I'm like
Yes.
coming in the CIEs वाली ज़माना.
Right.
तो मॉक्स से मैंने स्टार्ट करना शुरू किया and then I uploaded school life in Pakistan. So that's the video that is like अभी उस पर कोई पता नहीं 500k व्यूज हैं या कुछ.
Wow,
लेकिन उस पॉइंट पे उस पे 100k व्यूज हो गए थे एंड यू नो द फनी पार्ट उस पे इंडियन व्यूअर्स ज़्यादा थे.
Because they could relate, you think?
No.
Okay.
Because they were so curious कि what is school life in Pakistan? ये लोग स्कूल भी जाते हैं. अच्छा मैं थोड़ा controversial नहीं हो रही.
Anyway, ये कपड़े भी पहनते हैं. क्या सीन है इनका?
तो I think they were just curious about के स्कूल में पाकिस्तान के स्कूल्स कैसे होते हैं. तो
रोज हमें ड्रिल्स कराई जाती हैं इंडिया को कैसे मारना है. ऐसा होता है.
नहीं
ऐसा नहीं होता.
खैर तो फिर मैंने डाली, व्यूज आए एंड 10 दिन में 10k हो गए मेरे.
Wow, dude, that's big.
I was like what ये क्या हो रहा है. उस वक्त भी ना मैं बड़ी हम्बल सी बहुत ना. आई एम नॉट सेइंग कि मैं अब हम्बल नहीं, मैं बहुत हम्बल हूँ.
खुद बता रही है बहुत हम्बल.
लेकिन उस पॉइंट पे आई वाज जस्ट लाइक समझ नहीं आ रहा क्या हो रहा है. Because it was so fast. It wasn't like consistent. It was just boom.
This 2017.
नहीं, this was 2020. I don't remember.
Okay, but how many followers did you have?
Blur. It is such a blur. 10k subscribers.
हाँ 10k surprises. Nice.
हो गए.
हाँ.
अब each day 1k up, 1k up,
Wow.
1k up. अब मुझे भी हो रहा है कि wow like you know. And उस point पे मैं पढ़ना छोड़ दिया. CIs के लिए पढ़ना छोड़ दिया मैंने.
क्यों? Because you were so intrigued by this.
I was like, what is happening? और मैं फिर व्लॉग करती थी, अपना पेपर देने जाती थी, व्लॉग करती थी, आती थी, एडिट करती थी, अपलोड करती थी. इतने में पढ़ने का टाइम तो निकल गया. So in the last days of CIs, I literally never studied. खैर
चलो अब तो हो गया.
अब तो हो गया. I got something out of it either way. तो फिर मैंने अगली वीडियो डाली कि पता नहीं क्या थी पता नहीं, मेरा पहला CI बुरा गया या कुछ करके
बुरा गया था.
हाँ, it was English and I chose descriptive writing over narrative writing. I think narratives are much more easier to score. Descriptive में आपको like adjectives use करने होते हैं और सब चीज़ें, and मैं dumb हूँ. Like
Right.
when it comes to English,
मैं dumb हूँ.
when it comes to English, I don't know like big words to describe a certain situation. वहाँ पे जो उन्होंने दी हुई थी, I still remember. It was like your cousin is coming from abroad and you need to take her to a place in Karachi, somewhat like that. और मैं उसको कायदे आज़म के मज़ार लेके गई थी.
Sure, why not, dude?
तो मैं उसको कैसे डिस्क्राइब करूँ?
कायदे आज़म के
I
मज़ार को या
literally
अपनी
was
cousin
like, the scent was this, the scent was that, the tomb was so white. Literally, I like fucked it up. Actually.
But you have five senses, ना?
जो भी था
तो
मुझे
सिर्फ
नहीं
old
लगा.
factory पे क्यों फोकस कर रहे थे आप?
पता नहीं.
अच्छा कोई बात नहीं.
जो भी था
सही.
नहीं हुआ.
हाँ.
तो I just knew, like gut feeling थी कि paper 1 English का तो बहुत बुरा गया. And गया था. I actually, you know, मेरा breakdown जब आया, paper 1 was B and paper 2 was A.
Wow.
And I got an overall B. But it's okay.
It's all right. Happens.
खैर मैंने बनाई और फिर in the comments everyone was like it was so easy, but फिर कुछ comments हैं, oh I did the same mistake, or you know,
So there was relatability.
there was फिर the relatability आई. And then I understood. फिर अगले दिन मेरा बायो और उर्दू का पेपर साथ.
अल्लाह रहम करे.
तो it's whenever your papers are together you're gonna get free at like 6 शाम में.
Sure, yeah.
हाँ, और फिर अगले दिन भी पेपर.
जी.
So
And you expected to do both of them at the same day, ना?
Exactly. अब क्या कहते हैं, मैंने वो पूरा दिन ब्लॉग किया and I just rant. You know, मैंने एक rant किया about this ना कि यार क्या इतना लंबा दिन बिठा दिया, ये कर दिया, and then obviously kids related to it कि यार मुझे भी नहीं बैठना था. You know, like इतनी गर्मी है और रमज़ान भी चल रहे थे and it was just not a good time. Everyone was just angry. तो फिर हल्के करके people started watching, more audience.
So you commodified anger and hate of the students.
Like
At least did you put up no resistance, all right, yes, that's what you did, mashallah say.
That's exactly what I was doing. I was ranting.
Yeah.
I was angry, मैं rant करती थी.
Yeah.
And this was my escape.
This was your escape.
This was my escape.
Interesting. Very good. All right. फिर उसके बाद क्या हुआ?
उसके बाद I was uploading very consistently, very आराम से हर चीज़. फिर random vlogs with my cousins, with my friends. Relatability factor वहीं पे आ गया. दोस्त के घर जा रही हूँ, ये पहनना है, कैसे क्या करूँ, अजीब मुँह भी धोना है. और मैं ना like I used to like literally when I used to wake up मैं अपना फ़ोन उठा लेती थी. तो मैं बाल अजीब सी शक्ल, like I still have like sleepy eyes and I'm just like मैं अंडा लग रही हूँ. And the shit I used to say, like it was funny for some people. Yeah.
It is funny.
तो फिर उससे मेरे catch phrases बन गए, you know, यार अजीब. I used to say अजीब a lot. So फिर खैर एक point आया जहाँ पे I built my own identity.
Sure.
Through my vlogs.
Sure.
And then people started to relate to the yaar ajeeb as well.
Well, it is relatable.
Because
but also,
it's like everyone says it.
But it's also very brave of you to put... But I suppose you were not alerted to the dangers of it yet.
I wasn't.
So you just put yourself out there. Wholesale, everything, right?
और I think उसके बाद एक point I think I was at like 30K जहाँ पे I used to start going live on Instagram.
Instagram पे 30K थे या YouTube पे 30K थे?
YouTube पे 30K थे. I barely follow my followers on Instagram. मुझे नहीं पता होता कब क्या हो रहा है Instagram पे, लेकिन I do follow.
Okay.
तो मुझे ये याद था कि 30K सब्सक्राइबर्स थे, लेकिन मैं Instagram पे लाइव ज़रूर जाती थी. और ये रमज़ानों का ही टाइम था, I guess. Yes, this was Ramzan. And उस पे सहरी के टाइम पे everyone was just like, go kitchen में जाओ, ये करो, वो करो. And I think I talked about this with Balaj in my podcast kali, कि people used to say, you deserve to be in the kitchen.
On your Instagram?
On like comments.
Interesting.
And अच्छा उस point पे मैं थोड़ा context दे देती हूँ. Everyone just gave me a label of being the first female vlogger of Pakistan.
Is that true?
I'm not sure.
Could be true.
But yes, it could be true. मतलब उस वक्त there wasn't like a girl coming out and vlogging. YouTube पे थी.
If I was into clickbait, I would probably use that as the title. First female vlogger.
No,
absolutely not. It's nonsense. I would never do that. Allah रहम करे.
लेकिन हाँ मतलब वहाँ पे fashion content था. There was content like makeup content, but there wasn't like a lifestyle vlogger.
No.
Lifestyle in the sense of just vlogging.
Literally showing you everything.
The बिल्कुल realistic way वाला, बिल्कुल unapologetically herself वाला.
Yes.
तो उसमें मुझे एक टाइटल दे दिया था. तो जब एक वो आ गया ना ये लड़की है ये कर रही है.
First anything female.
हाँ, I don't think I was the first, but anyways एक टाइटल था.
चलो.
तो जब people started like hearing that, they used to say, I think एक ही comment था और एक ही बंदा कर रहा होता था always. But it stuck to me to this day और मैं अभी तक kitchen में नहीं जाती. पहले I used to love cooking, I used to love the kitchen, and then I hated it because someone said कि तुम हाँ
बंदे का नाम क्या है?
I have no idea. I don't even remember his name.
What nonsense.
I do remember his comment.
That's ridiculous.
That's so sad.
It is sad.
We don't remember कि बंदा कौन है, लेकिन we do remember.
आपको पता है उसकी ज़ात पे कोई फर्क भी नहीं पड़ा होगा.
Exactly.
क्यों उसने बोला ऐसा?
Exactly.
Recreational outrage.
That's exactly what मुझे बहुत गुस्सा आता है because they just want to feel better by putting us down.
यार देखो वैसे मोमिना एक बात बताऊँ, आप सोचो ज़रा. ज़रार खोरो साहब जब आए थे पॉडकास्ट पे तो उनने जो है ये गुफ्तगू की थी और उन्होंने बाकायदा यही लफ्ज़ इस्तेमाल किए थे. तल्ख थोड़ी ज़बान है लेकिन उन्होंने बोला कि imagine what a depressing nonsensical speck of human being you are कि आपको literally this is part of your day. हाँ आपका दिन क्या है? वीडियो बनाई, एडिट की, अपलोड की, कंस्ट्रक्टिव. उनका लिटरली काम है ये दिन में कि वो आएंगे और एक औरत जिनको वो नहीं जानते और कुछ पॉजिटिव नहीं बोल सकते, ना बोले, आप चले जाएं. आप नेगेटिव कमेंट करेंगे वो भी पूरी वीडियो देख के करेंगे because sometimes they're commenting on the 85th percent of the you watch the whole thing.
It's
right?
like that's the point कि यार मुझे I still don't get it. You are so lifeless and unproductive and just sitting there typing out stuff.
Allah रहम करे.
And some people, and I don't even like, I don't blame them because they are so hateful in themselves. इतना ज़्यादा कि they are so insecure in themselves that they want to make themselves feel better by hating on someone else.
Hating on a young girl for what reason?
हाँ मैं literally कितने 17 साल की थी भाई.
अभी भी आप young ही हो वैसे.
I'm 20.
हाँ, but you're still.
But like I'm 20 now. I'm not a teenager.
But still, you know, men especially, but people generally need to keep away from that. आपको नहीं अच्छा लग रहा है ना?
But like you know, in these years, I've been very lucky to have a community जहाँ पे there are respectable men. Alhamdulillah.
What community are you talking about?
My community, like my Instagram, my YouTube.
Right, हाँ, Alhamdulillah, of course. I'm not saying all men and all those things. I'm not saying that.
नहीं, I know, but मैं बता रही हूँ कि it's कुछ लोग होते हैं, but कुछ लोग होते भी नहीं हैं, you know.
कुछ नहीं भी होते हैं. If you know, you know. If you know, you know. ठीक है, बहरहाल. So there was that one comment, 30K, रमज़ान चल रहा है. You're doing your life. They're like, go to the kitchen, and you're like, no, not gonna go to the kitchen.
मैं अभी तक नहीं जाती. It's like 2018. 3 साल हो गए. Literally 3 साल हो गए.
What was your favorite thing to cook if you did go to the kitchen?
I didn't have one. I just create stuff.
Generally, you were good in the kitchen though.
Huh.
Because I'm horrible in the kitchen. I can only cook eggs.
No, I whenever I follow a recipe, it turns out nice.
So then you do have some intelligence when you're in the kitchen.
हाँ.
जाओ वापस यार, kitchen में भी चले जाओ, क्या है?
I don't know.
Forget that guy. Nonsense. But well, okay. All right. So now 30K and you get your first. It's not your first, but it's a significant hate comment. Did that open your eyes up? Kiya, maybe I shouldn't be sharing everything. Or were you like, that's one bad apple. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
मुझे अभी तक I still feel like it's my way of escape, and I would never stop sharing it. अभी तक ये मैं सोचती हूँ. लेकिन हाँ, there are parts where I don't share. Like that's the best part about it. We have the control.
Sure.
I don't show my family at all. No one knows how my amma or my brother looks.
Still.
No one. Literally still.
Alhamdulillah.
So I choose what I show to people. So that's the best part of it.
You control the narrative.
Yeah, I control it.
But has it ever, because now 100K people following you, 1 लाख लोग, I'm very sure आपने या मैंने तो कम से कम नहीं देखे, but I'm very sure no one else, किसी ने भी in person 1 लाख लोग नहीं, बहुत लोग होते हैं 1 लाख लोग.
I think I've never thought about 1 लाख लोग एक
right?
जगह पे.
Does it feel overwhelming sometimes? कि यार ये
It does. I think अभी भी ना I'm on that stage जहाँ पे इतना overwhelming नहीं लगता, because
नहीं.
I have that mental capacity of, मैं समझ गई हूँ, you know, I'm in this, I made a choice and that's it.
Yeah.
तो
For
I
better or
know
for
that.
worse, or-
Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
तो इसलिए मैं इसको इतना ज़्यादा नहीं सोचती. लेकिन
सही.
when I actually think about it, that's a lot of people.
It's a lot
And
of
this
people.
is the first time I'm realizing it.
बस यार.
ये दूसरी बार हुआ है.
Alhamdulillah. नहीं, but okay, here's the thing, right? Because it's also not just a hobby for you anymore. Now this is also work.
Exactly.
And potentially this could set you up for the rest of your life, inshallah.
So
Allah
that's,
से.
अभी पहले मैं ना बहुत वैसी होती थी कि
कैसी?
आ रही है.
अच्छा आ रही है, अच्छा आ रही है,
I
वहीं पे आ
used
रहे
to
हैं.
be like very, कैसे वर्ड करूँ,
पता नहीं, आप मुझे डिस्क्राइब करो.
अब दिमाग से निकल गया.
You used to be nonchalant.
इतने बड़े वर्ड्स आ रहे हैं. नहीं, I used to be very
Casual.
like protective.
Oh, protective. Reserved.
हाँ,
You used to be very
reserved. I used to be very reserved with choosing my work.
Okay.
You know, like मैं सबको मना करती थी. If any brand used to reach out to me, I used to always say no, until I had a talk with Muzammil Hassan.
Okay.
And he was like, Momina, why?
Hmm.
For what?
Why are you
Like,
saying no?
Why are you saying no? At one point मैं अपनी videos monetize भी नहीं करती थी.
Right.
And
Why?
And I used to do that with my, like, मैं literally, मुझे नहीं पता, I was like, मैं ये पैसों के लिए थोड़ी कर रही हूँ. This is my passion, and I'm doing this for myself.
Did you get the sense कि it might taint a good thing?
हाँ.
कि पैसे अगर आ जाएंगे तो
So that's where everyone used to be like, तुम पागल हो. सही है.
that's not a bad thing.
तुम पागल हो.
Yeah.
You literally are declining risk at that point.
Risk.
इस point पे तुम risk को ना decline कर रही हो अल्लाह से. And I used to be like, लेकिन मुझे इस चीज़ में खुशी मिलती है कि मैं खुद बस जो बनाना चाहूँ बना रही हूँ. I'm not, मुझे हमेशा से एक वो चीज़ रहती है कि you know I will have to do what they say.
You will be governed by them, yes.
हाँ, and sometimes it's creative freedom नहीं होता.
नहीं.
Like होता ही नहीं है.
Yeah, people like Muru and Irfan bhai can't get it तो
Literally.
वही.
तो वो अगर जैसे मेरे पास, मैं नाम नहीं लूँगी, लेकिन एक कोई सर्फ का ब्रांड था.
अच्छा.
Can you imagine me endorsing सर्फ का ब्रांड?
I mean sure, आप भी आपके कपड़े भी धुलते होंगे.
But like I cannot endorse, like how do they think I, कैसे मैं अपने कंटेंट में इंडल्ज करूँ?
ये सर्फ का ब्रांड है, बड़ा फिट है.
You know, I was just like, there's no way मैं कोई ऐसी चीज़ endorse कर.
सही है, ओके.
और फिर कोई शैम्पू का ब्रांड आया.
आपके पास बाल है?
मेरे पास बाल हैं, जो बाल हैं. बट मैं क्या करूँ, उनको नहा के दिखाऊँ?
नहीं अल्लाह रहम करे. आप बस बोलेंगे भाई ये शैम्पू है और मेरे पास बाल है.
So
गुड सीन है.
So मैं आपको बता रही हूँ कि मेरा कैसी थिंकिंग थी. आई थॉट कि जो प्रोडक्ट है ना, उसको मुझे ऐसे एंडोर्स करना पड़ेगा कि मुझे उसको यूज करते हुए दिखाना होगा, मुझे ये करते हुए दिखाना. लेकिन as I grew older, I realized नहीं. It's literally your word for it.
Yes, that's it.
That's
it. That's literally it, because आपकी audience है, and they just want you to put in a good word. It's kind of like सिफारिश, only not.
Not नहीं. लेकिन फिर भी उसके बाद फिर obviously एक point आया जब I took my first deal. I said yes to something.
Do you want to talk about what it was? What brand it was?
It was Jazz.
Oh, all right. That's a good one to say yes to.
Yeah, it was Jazz, and all they said was कि आप कोक फेस्ट पे जाएं और ना हमारा Jazz का वो होगा, आपको बस बताने कि Jazz कैश कैसे आपका कैश बैक का कोई फीचर है वो हो रहा है. I was like, okay, you know, there's nothing. मैं literally बाहर होंगी, दिखा दूंगी कि ये हो रहा है. It looked easy to me to do, and it looked like कि मैं कर दूंगी, and I have a Jazz SIM, so I use it as well. I know what it is.
Yeah.
तो मैंने कहा
and it's money.
हाँ. And खैर उस वक्त भी they used me though.
What?
I was underpaid for sure.
What? Okay. What?
Yeah.
All right. Why were you underpaid?
Because I was.
No. But I mean,
unexperienced. I didn't know how to negotiate.
No. But how do you think you? मतलब they didn't pay you the right rate. They.
नहीं, the thing was, this
made
was
you
my
work too much?
again, this was my first endorsement.
Okay.
मैंने कभी किसी brand से बात नहीं की है.
All right.
This is my first time actually saying yes to a brand and then coming to the stage जहाँ पे negotiation होती है पैसों के बारे में. And I was just like, literally this was my word. आप मुझे बता दें आप लोग कितना देंगे.
Okay.
They were like, we have a tough budget, blah blah blah. हम इतना देंगे. And
It's always a tough budget. Always.
आज तक
हमेशा.
किसी ने मुझे ऐसे नहीं बोला कि हाँ सही है.
Good. हमारे हालात अच्छे हैं और भी बेहतर हो जाएंगे. नहीं.
Yeah.
Always a tough budget.
तो फिर I was just like, अगर वो बोल रहे होंगे तो सही बोल रहे होंगे.
जाहिर सी बात
उनके
है.
पास tough budget है. Oh shit. You know, मैं charity कर देती हूँ उनके.
अच्छा.
It was literally charity work for them.
Okay.
इतने you know फुटी कोड़ियाँ दे दी उन्होंने मुझे.
दी सही. दे दी मतलब.
हाँ,
They did
like
pay you.
they did pay me, but at that point अगर मेरे पास अभी वाली knowledge होती ना.
Because how many you must have had like what 30-40K?
At that point, yeah.
Yeah.
तो उस वक्त उन्होंने जो बोला मैंने उस पर हाँ बोल दी और फिर अब I look back at it and I'm just like उन्होंने आराम से यूज़ किया मेरे इस inexperience होने का, you know. तो but खैर उसके बाद से I met मुज़म्मिल हसन and then he changed my mind. He was like, Momina, let me manage you. सही है. You have so much potential in terms of actually working in this industry नहीं कहूँगी मैं इसको.
Industry क्या है?
I don't think it's an industry yet.
है तो सही. It's governed by certain
Baby
conventions.
industry.
Okay, so it's a nascent industry, but जो भी है, it's because it's governed by certain conventions.
हाँ.
अब तो तौर तरीके, you know, people like, again I'll say this, Muru, Irfan bhai, people like them and then people like you guys at a lower level, you have made it an industry. Where someone like me,
makes sense.
someone
yes,
like me, if
okay.
I'm like, okay, well, if Momina gets to 100K and she can do these things, maybe if I get to 100K, I could do those things as well.
सही, makes sense.
अब industry है.
खैर तो उसके बाद मुज़म्मिल भाई was just like you need to understand that this will help you in your future.
Of course.
You should make money out of this.
Absolutely.
And I was like, okay.
मुझे तो नहीं
अब
चाहिए.
मैं बच्ची थी. I was literally like at that point I was 17.
Okay.
So I literally knew nothing. Okay,
But good of him to educate.
I think there are two very बहुत prominent log in terms of YouTube in my life. That's Irfan Junejo and Muzammil Hassan. Muzammil Hassan helped me when I didn't know कि you know
how to protect yourself.
Professionally चीज़ें हो सकती थी rather than just you know दूसरों में दब जाओ.
सही.
You have your own voice and you are your own boss.
And you need
they
to push
are
back.
not your boss.
You need to push back.
हाँ, तो उन्होंने जितना मुझे guide किया I think किसी ने भी नहीं किया in this YouTube journey.
And he did it free, मतलब.
Literally, he was just there.
That's good.
And even though he used to get me like deals and I used to say no and he used to be like Momina, चलो कोई बात नहीं.
अच्छा.
You know. And he was always very supportive. मैं भले मना करूँ भले हाँ बोलूँ, he was always there and supportive. But he taught me a lot. He taught me how to literally build myself, build my brand in the sense कि build my identity on YouTube.
Sure, yes.
And with the brands कैसे बात करनी है, क्या करना है, यूँ करना है. खैर उसके बाद you know he helped me through it and now I think I have the experience for it. Now I can talk, I can stand up for myself, I can say no, I you are underpaying me, सुने आप गलत कर रहे हैं. Yeah. And now it's everything's good.
Alhamdulillah. It's been a journey, right? And I think it's a journey in more ways than one. We were talking about your trip and you know you finally coming to terms with the fact that you're needed, you're wanted here, right? And I think a large part of this has to do with just coming to terms with the fact that you have negative self-worth. Right? Because आप जो है जाके किसी से बात करते हो और वो आपको बोलते हैं मोमिना आपकी ये औकात है. Right? There needs to be a little voice, and this again is an exercise that you need to do every day, daily. Right? There needs to be a voice that says, how does this person decide मेरी क्या औकात है?
Exactly.
You know, I have a story too. And given ये बंदा जो है या बंदी इस ऑफिस में बैठे हुए हैं या they represent this big company, cool. you know, but I have my own thing.
This is the thing जहाँ पे मुझे बहुत उलझन होती है. How do you know and why did you just comment that? How do you know? आपको कैसे पता?
Yeah, people take liberty. You were talking earlier also about, you know, you were also bullied for your weight and stuff.
Online.
I know you said,
Online.
Okay, yeah. We were talking about Shahzad and Balaj being bullied. I was bullied quite a bit. I was beaten up as well.
Oh,
no, it's okay. It's okay. I'm completely fine. But the thing is, that's that liberty, na? It's always that liberty. And the thing is, it's a spectrum. More or less, all of it is the same thing. Even when you're going to go out of your way and hurt someone, you're feeling bad.
Exactly.
And you're feeling angry at them. Still, aapko nahi pata, na? You're not taking a minute to think about the fact that this other person is more or less the same thing that you are. So they have their hopes and dreams as well.
I think people who hate or are angry also have a story to themselves.
Of course.
They have much worse life than us.
Fair enough. But that's still not your problem.
That's not my problem. But it shows that I'm just a very empathetic person. और मुझे बस होता है कि okay, it's okay. You know, it's okay. कोई बात नहीं. And now I've become that. पहले मुझे affect करता था. Now I just think about it in a way that it's not your fault.
Okay, I am the opposite way. I suppose उम्र के साथ आपका भी हो जाएगा, अल्लाह आपको हयाती दे. I was like that. I was like, yeah, super empathetic. I was like, yeah, देखो, everyone has a story. They're probably having a bad day, so it's all right. After a while, their bad day is not my problem. That's the thing, right? If you ill-treat me, ठीक है, I'm sorry that you're going through this rough time. At the same time, you put me in a rough time.
Exactly.
So I need to prioritize myself, and so go fuck yourselves.
Hurt people.
Yes.
That's it.
Oh,
but literally मेरा होता है कि यार आप कैसे कर रहे हो? I can never do that.
You can't ever hurt people?
I not intentionally.
Not intentionally, okay.
Unintentionally तो obviously हो जाते हैं, सबसे हो जाते हैं.
गलतियाँ तो सबसे हो जाती हैं.
लेकिन intentionally I don't think I have the courage to do it.
I think that's a beautiful thing, inshallah. What do you think is, where do you plan to khair, but where do you think this is going? Because it's been such an organic journey, like you've just said. There's not been any like, ab main yahan jaungi, phir main ye karungi.
It's been super organic.
No, it's not been like
super that. Super inconsistent, but it's okay.
That's completely fine.
Yeah.
That's completely all right? But where do you see yourself going next, and how? What steps would you take, like going forward? You've already spoken about, you know, being comfortable with your content. You've also spoken about being willing to fight for yourself, stand up for yourself and stuff. I
think अगर मैं that's why मैं कभी भी कोई मुझसे पूछता है ना, where do you see yourself like in 5 years? मेरे पास कोई जवाब नहीं होता.
नहीं.
I'm always completely blank, and I think in this situation I'm blank as well.
Okay, all right.
Because पहले I used to never set goals. And now I've realized I need to.
Okay, so starting like right now you've realized you need to?
नहीं. Okay. I realized last year.
Okay, last year.
तो इस साल मैंने रखे हैं goals अपने proper, you know, and most of them are just related to me and my mental health. That's it.
Okay.
That's my first priority
all
this
right.
saal.
Did you ever consider therapy?
Yeah. Yeah.
Did you go?
Yeah.
How was that conversation? Because हमारे वालिदैन के साथ बहुत मुश्किल होता है.
मैं बताती हूँ. I have been to therapy in a very small age as well, when I was 14.
Okay.
And I've been to therapy literally at 20.
Okay.
So whenever I've been in that place, in that situation, I've always realized stuff, and they have made me realize stuff. Okay, you know, you're doing this. You not like blaming. No, it's most like कि मुझे ये बात literally इस पिछले therapy session से ही पता चली that I'm very empathetic. जहाँ पे तभी मैंने अभी mention किया था that, but now I have that in my realization, I have that in my consciousness कि I am empathetic, and sometimes people use that.
Yes.
So you need to stop. You need to create a boundary.
Sure.
तो उन चीज़ों से बहुत सारी चीज़ें realize हो जाती हैं from therapy, obviously, and it's always positive.
Yeah.
Always positive.
Yeah, but again, because there's so many taboos around it, आपके
like even I'm uncomfortable talking
that's what I'm
about
saying,
it
right? You
now.
just whisper,
I was like,
but it's
yeah.
but it's just why is that a bad thing?
I don't know.
It's the most important
It's
thing in
not
the
a
world.
bad thing. It's just a personal thing, I
Sure,
guess. मुझे नहीं बताना होता कि मैं therapy में जा रही हूँ. You know, I don't want to tell people that.
Where does
पता
that
नहीं.
come from though? That
The
resistance.
probably the society.
Yeah.
पता नहीं.
Yeah.
I mean, people around me talk about it very openly.
Yeah.
But I still would. अगर conversation हो भी रही होगी ना, अगर जैसे अभी तो आपने पूछ लिया कि तुम गई हो, अगर आप नहीं पूछते ना, मैं कभी भी mention भी नहीं करती कि I've been to therapy.
I've lied. मैं मर्द हूँ क्योंकि.
I've also.
I've straight up lied. People are like, do you go to therapy? नहीं कभी. हालांकि.
But I think it's so healthy. Like even अगर I see a person and दो लोग हैं. दोनों में मसले हैं. एक थेरेपी जा रहा है, एक नहीं जा रहा है. I would find the person who's going to therapy much more healthier.
वाज़े फ़र्क होता है.
And I would rather choose that person.
Of course. वाज़े फ़र्क होता है. And the thing is, मेरे साथ ये होता था कि I would always endorse, because I've been studying psychology for the better part of 8 years now.
Nice.
हाँ. तो I would always endorse कि हाँ भाई psychology होती है और therapist होते हैं और बड़ी लाजमी चीज़ होती है. Defense mechanisms होते हैं. You have all these problems or mental problems and stuff like this. Psychic space hoti hai aapki, cognitive capital, all those things. But then they'd be like, okay, so you must go to therapy. नहीं मैं मर्द हूँ, मैं therapy कैसे? Therapy नहीं.
There is a very huge stigma around it.
Right, still. And that's what I'm asking you. In your life, has, like, who's, you don't have to name them, but have people said कि यार नहीं, therapy नहीं जाओ
No,
यार.
no one.
बताओ नहीं.
No one.
So just muashra, straight up.
It's literally just my own thing, I guess. लेकिन at the back of the head डाला तो कहीं से गया है.
वही तो बोल रहा हूँ.
वो मेरे दोस्तों और मेरी फैमिली ने तो कहीं से नहीं डाला, because they're very supportive of it. They literally push me towards it. तो probably Mashra. Goddamn Mashra. Yep. Nice.
नहीं खांस लो यार, आप क्या हो गया? नहीं कोई बात नहीं.
He's just like
खांस से क्या जाता है? खांस लो यार.
Let's just
let's all take a minute to clear our throats and our thoughts.
Also,
all together now.
Fact check something you mentioned earlier about milk, how milk is acidic. It is. You said it's not. उसमें lactic acid होता है.
yeah, science.
It has a pH.
मैंने आपसे पूछा.
6.5.
Anyone wrong in the conversation? मैंने तुमसे पूछा.
मैंने आपसे पूछा.
जो कहते हैं वही होता है.
जो कहते हैं वही होता है. पूछा मैंने आपसे. नहीं, lactic acid, oh yeah, then I stand corrected. But I don't know what the effect of, but you're not supposed to put lime or lemon juice on straight up.
No.
You do not do that. But दूध के साथ मिला के कुछ ना कुछ हो जाता है.
Actually, I've heard that अगर आप दूध पी लें तो आपकी पेट की acidity खत्म हो जाती है.
कुछ लोगों को हो जाती है because they're lactose intolerant.
Smart.
बस देखें. नहीं मैं when you get older you become lactose intolerant. That's why.
No way.
I'm lactose intolerant now. पूरी जिंदगी दूध पी के अब मैं जहाँ से दूध नहीं.
मैं दूध नहीं पीती.
आप पिए आप गोरी हो जाएंगी. I don't know, dude. What am I supposed to tell you? Milk is very important for you. It's very good for you, for your bones, calcium, all that stuff.
I know. I have alternatives.
Milk alternatives.
केले, दाल.
केले में कैल्शियम थोड़ी तो पोटेशियम होता है.
पोटेशियम होता है और कैल्शियम भी होता है.
चेक कर यार. अब नहीं इस बार मोमिना बोलेगी नहीं मैंने आपसे पूछा.
दाल में प्रोटीन के लिए लेती थी. I stopped eating chicken for a while.
Why?
Because of like injections होते हैं उसमें. They're farmy and पता नहीं क्या.
Yeah.
And that's true. I got alternatives for that. दाल खाती थी.
हाँ नहीं दाल has protein. Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
दाल is the best.
Especially चने की दाल. चने की दाल has high protein. Yes.
Dal is my favorite food.
दाल चावल.
Dal chawal is actually the best food to ever exist.
Dal chawal aam.
Bye.
Oh no, okay. Yeah, it's okay, sorry. Dal chawal bhindi. Bhindi fry.
Yeah, bhindi fry.
Bhindi fry. Dal chawal bhindi fry.
With bangan.
Bangan fry?
Yeah.
Yes, very good, yes. हाँ, बोलो.
100 ग्राम केले में 5 मिलीग्राम कैल्शियम होता है.
5 मिलीग्राम तो यार अब कुछ भी रद्दी बराबर है. रद्दी
Potassium and calcium
are different things.
No, I feel like
are different things.
they
Yes.
are,
Yes.
but I feel like कहीं ना कहीं breakdown होके वो calcium बन जाते हैं. Let's end this topic.
अच्छा वो पोटेशियम कैल्शियम बन जाता है. ठीक है, रिश्तेदार है, क्या हो गया?
मजाक कर रही हूँ.
रिश्तेदार है, क्या हो गया? पानी में भी कैल्शियम होता है, पता है आपको?
आइंस्टाइन मेरे चाचा हैं.
आइंस्टाइन जो है वो फिजिक्स पे काम करते हैं, वो केमिस्ट्री पे नहीं काम करते.
MC square.
थ्योरी ऑफ रिलेटिविटी ना, मेटाफिजिक्स.
कौन है केमिस्ट्री में?
मुझे क्या पता, मैं ये
न्यूटन नहीं, वो सारे सबके सर पे एक तो एप्पल गिर जाते हैं.
अमूमन हाँ जी. अगर आप
I'm starting to opening up.
that's good, that's beautiful. लेकिन बहरहाल दूध पिएं और फिर आप गोरी हो जाएंगी इंशाल्लाह. And you were telling me about how, so you mentioned the podcast obviously. So that's something that you want to do for the second channel and stuff?
I started a second channel.
What's it called?
I started a
You started second channel. What's it called?
It's called Momo Talks.
As opposed to Momo not talking and showing. Sure, yes, of course.
मतलब मैं सोच ही थी नाम, and this was the first. Actually, the first one was Momo की बकवास.
That's kind of condescending.
But then I was like, अगर मैं कोई serious बात कर रही होंगी तो people would be like, तुम बकवास कर रही हो.
Also, in the long run, not very good branding ना. अबे मैंने मोमो की बकवास पे देखा था.
Literally.
क्या देखा था यार वो, you know.
But you know, Gen Z humor.
I have been alerted to it recently. Yes.
Yeah, so that's a nice thing.
Yeah.
Momo की बकवास would be something funny, I guess. You know. नहीं? I want a validation. Please give me.
Silence.
Anyways, I scrapped that idea out.
Well, it's better than your name. Like my second channel is Kazi Akbar.
Huh. So my first channel is Momina Munir.
All right. My first channel is Kya Kahega Kazi because it's the podcast.
I love this name actually.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it.
Kya Kahega Kazi.
It's alliterations, yeah. All K's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kardashians से inspired.
जाहिर है कि Kardashian से inspired है. लाजमी है कि यही है. All right. So Momo Talks. What's it going to be about?
So it's literally just anything I want to do.
Okay.
Reaction videos, podcasts. मैं initially जो मेरा idea था वो मुझे 1 साल पहले आया था that people were going through a hard time. Obviously coronavirus चल रहा था and I used to get a lot of DMs of them just ranting to me.
Okay.
Just telling me their problems and I never asked them to. लेकिन वो मुझे खुद बताते थे. And then I thought of कि क्या मैं एक अलग एक email बनाऊँ just for people to send me what they are sending now, like their problems, whatever they want to share in that case. So it's for that as well. I can read out their जो वो share करना चाहते हैं and I can give advices if I am capable enough of that.
No, fair. Listen, they literally
put my stance on it.
But they literally wrote into you. उस बात पे ना फिर ये बोलना भी मैं समझता हूँ unwarranted है कि unsolicited advice है. It's solicited because they asked for it, right? You're not an expert. They know you're not an expert. You're a public personality. But is it fair for them to just write into you and just ask you these things? Because ये अब देखो बहुत एक छोटे पैमाने पे मेरे साथ भी हो रहा है. Where people will straight up write to me, write their life stories and be like, just invite me onto the podcast because I have a difficult life.
Oh.
You see stuff like this.
अच्छा मेरे साथ ऐसा नहीं होता था. They just used to come and say कि I'm going through this right now and just your videos make me happy.
Oh, alhamdulillah.
So it's kind of like that कि वो लोग they found an escape through my videos.
Sure.
So they used to just come and tell me everything and end में यही होता था कि your videos are helping me.
Oh, beautiful.
So at the end of it वो problem तो describe करते थे. तो I was just like why not? उससे मेरा idea आया था कि अगर if they're sharing when I'm not even asking them तो अगर मैं पूछ लूँ कि हाँ भेजो मुझे तो फिर क्या होगा?
Junaid Akram style.
I have.
He has.
Oh yeah. जो Q&A sessions जो होते हैं. Yes.
Yeah, I think that'd be good.
Yeah.
I think with the clout that you have, mashallah, say that's good, sizable. Q&A.
Q&A नहीं होगा वो
बस ए ही होगा. मैं सवाल नहीं पूछ रही, मैं जवाब दे रही हूँ. Only answers है, मैं जवाब दे रही हूँ. ये नहीं बता रही सवाल क्या था.
Yeah.
Let them figure it out. It'll be good.
तो अभी ये मैंने start किया and it's just I think अभी right now I'm just in a personal journey with myself. Figuring stuff out. I think इस age में यही हो रहा होता है.
I think हर age में यही हो रहा होता है.
हर age में यही हो रहा होता है.
It never stops. But here's the thing. You have 5 years till your brain fully develops. Your brain isn't fully developed yet.
Okay, I need to read more books.
No. It'll happen at 25. उम्र के हिसाब से होता है. तो अभी आप सुकून करें.
सुकून
खाना शाना खाएं, kick boxing करें, मजा करें. I'm being serious. I had a baby cousin last night. She was talking to me about how she's trying to lose weight, and she was asking me about how I've lost weight, and she was like, I'm eating in a caloric deficit, but she's also 17.
Oh,
and I'm
no.
just like, that is ridiculous.
I see her in me.
Yes.
I was like that as well.
25 साल की उम्र तक ठूसो खाना. मतलब I'm not saying actually
obese हो जाओ.
नहीं, obese नहीं हो, लेकिन normal खाना खाओ, normal अपनी life रखो, just be
stop
easy.
listening to other people.
Screw other people.
Yeah.
Fuck them.
I've learned that now. अब मैं बस अपनी करती हूँ, अपनी सुनती हूँ. Not in an unhealthy way.
Sure, yeah.
But जहाँ पे rightfully so I deserve to keep my opinion to myself and keep myself to myself.
Yes.
I keep that to myself.
Like you said, boundaries, dude. You have to even with
Boundaries.
even with friends, even in romantic relationships, in all these things, the first thing to go for us. Why are you laughing? What?
मुझे उसकी शक्ल देख के हंसी आ रही है. वो हंस
कैप मुंह पे करो.
यार मतलब एक तो मैं आप लोगों को बैठने दिया यहाँ पे, मोमिना ने बोला इसलिए.
It's okay.
हाँ.
शहजाद मुझे हंसा रहा था.
हाँ, शहजाद नहीं हंसाओ. मुझे क्यों देख रहे हो? उधर देखो. तो in all relationships, I think one of the first things to go for us, and this probably is मुआशरे का मसला, are boundaries. First thing to go. What's the number one kind of comedy? वो दूसरे को रोस्ट कर देते हैं. अच्छा.
No.
हाँ, नहीं. क्यों रोस्ट कर देते हैं? What's the first kind of comment you make? यार ओए टार्ज़न है तू तो. क्यों टार्ज़न हूँ? क्योंकि मैं मोटा हूँ. यार
Tarzan मोटा तो नहीं था.
यार I've been wondering that since I was 8 years old.
Tarzan is like
Exactly. I was
मेरा
like,
बचपन में क्रश होता था.
he's jacked, dude. तो वो तो ठीक
Ben
है.
10 मेरा क्रश था. Tarzan
That makes sense. I think that makes sense.
अगर डोरा मेरी क्रश थी.
मेरा डोरा मेरी बेस्ट फ्रेंड थी.
मेरी क्रश वो थी, वो जो पावरपफ गर्ल्स में जो मेयर के साथ असिस्टेंट होती थी, शक्ल कभी नहीं नजर आती.
That's the height of commodification. Guys, let's come back here.
This is Gen Z.
Yeah, let's reset
आपने
the room.
कभी कार्टून पे क्रश किया है?
नहीं. मैं लूजर नहीं हूँ यार. क्या मतलब है इस बात का?
Normal, that's not okay.
What? No, dude, they're cartoons. आपने भी नहीं किया होगा. ये भी. अल्लाह
Kim Possible.
अल्लाह.
Oh yeah.
अच्छा. Hey.
ये क्या हो यार?
Hey. Stop it. What was I gonna say to you? By the way, वो जो खातून होती है इनकी शक्ल नहीं दिखाते. Proper commodification of the female form. You should be ashamed of yourself.
जो बात है, I was
क्या हो गया?
क्या हो रहा है? I was
Yeah.
thinking कि इसको शक्ल पे ये तो कहीं और ही जा रहा है.
हाँ.
यार नहीं, like
हाँ बलाज बेटा.
क्या आवाज है? इतनी वो peaceful
अच्छा
बनाई.
आवाज.
यार जैसी आवाज होती है.
Right.
ऐसा वो एक group discussion बन गई है.
जी बिल्कुल. But हाँ, that's why I kept the mics on.
Okay, that's nice.
For that reason.
That's nice.
Yes. What was I saying? Fuck, now I've forgotten.
नहीं, मैं बताती हूँ.
Thank
You
you.
were saying Tarzan.
हाँ, Tarzan, right? So मैं 8 साल का होता, they'd be like, इसको Tarzan को इस तरफ कर दो, उस तरफ कर दो. Again, taking liberty with someone else's child. I was 8 years old. Like, what are you doing, right? And throughout this was also a line of reasoning कि यार Tarzan jacked होता है boy. मैं नहीं हूँ, मैं मोटा हूँ. And it's not like children don't realize that they're fat, but you don't have to make them feel bad for what they are.
Exactly. I
You
think इस 8 years वाला जो point आता है ना, वहाँ पे आप realize करते हो. Because you being made, like आपको बता रहा होता है कोई, तभी आप notice करते हो. वरना दिमाग में कभी नहीं होता कि मैं मोटा हो रहा हूँ, मैं मोटी हो रही हूँ, you know, कभी भी नहीं आता.
नहीं.
But खैर, अब हो गए तो क्या करें?
नहीं क्या मतलब क्या करें? बड़े इस चीज से भाई. नहीं, आप बिल्कुल लायक हो और आप किसी से कम नहीं हो और मतलब you know like जिनने किया fuck you. Like what?
Exactly.
What kind of nonsense is this? I was 8 years old. And मैं Tarzan नहीं था. Though sometimes I wish I was. I'm sure, you know, like Tarzan was jacked and he was. This is the other thing with Tarzan. He had no fear. He had no societal imperatives. He was not apologetic to anyone, and he was having fun all the time. Imagine.
वो literally किसके साथ बड़ा हुआ था?
Monkeys के साथ.
Monkeys के साथ बड़ा हुआ था. मोगली के साथ बड़ा हुआ था वो.
मोगली दूसरा था.
उसके morals भी
मोगली के साथ.
मोगली Jungle Book.
Oh my god, I'm confusing
कोई बात
Mowgli.
नहीं.
Never mind.
और आप सोचो मतलब ये मुझे पता है.
Wow.
देखें आप. पढ़ाई पूरी है अपनी. Anyways, so okay. So you're talking about podcast, doing whatever else. What about the clothing line?
Oh, it's coming out soon.
Hmm?
The next merch drop.
Inshallah. And
Inshallah.
what was the impetus for starting it? Excuse me?
कोई बात
नहीं. हाँ नहीं कोई बात नहीं.
कोई बात नहीं.
हाँ कोई बात नहीं.
कुछ नहीं हो रहा.
कुछ नहीं हुआ.
अच्छा,
What was the impetus for starting it?
अच्छा, scene ये था that quarantine.
Sure.
अच्छा, I was saying कि हाँ quarantine चल रहा था. मैंने कोई एक नई हॉबी ढूंढनी थी.
सही, fair enough.
तो
फैशन डिजाइनर बन जाती हूँ.
I had like just shirts lying around और मेरे पास fabric paints पड़े हुए थे. Like fabric paints जो होते हैं.
Oh, you literally made it in your own house?
Yeah, so listen ना.
Okay.
I had that. मैंने वो shirt ऐसी उठाई, fabric paint उठाया, paint किया, and I was like मैं अपनी random चीज़ें draw करी थी, but at the end of the day I was like, oh, I should make handmade merch.
Yeah. हाँ जाओ. शायद बाथरूम जा रहा है.
मेरी पॉडकास्ट में भी ये इंटरप्शन थी बाथरूम.
हाँ, so handmade merch, sorry.
Okay, I was just like कि I can make handmade merch or I wasn't thinking like making 50 pieces at one time. I was like 5 pieces बनाऊंगी, limited edition, whoever gets it first gets it.
Fair.
Not even like बेच भी नहीं देती, just handing out, you know,
Right.
just as gratitude.
Sure, okay, yeah, appreciation, sure,
हाँ.
yeah.
और क्योंकि इतने ज़्यादा थे भी नहीं, until my friends were like merch ही बना लो, like
हाँ.
you know you're.
ये भी मुजम्मिल भाई थे भाई, आपको
नहीं,
पैसों से
नहीं.
नफरत है.
नहीं.
क्या he comes back, he's like,
they
"You
were
need
my
money."
they were like more of my businessy side वाले friends
Okay.
who have their own businesses and
Mashallah.
are like thinking of money all the time.
Yeah, sure, okay.
तो उन्होंने मुझे बोला कि you know we're starting this website as well, you can just put your merch in our website. I was like हाँ सही है, medium मिल गया मुझे बेचने का. तो I sent in the orders. डिज़ाइन मैंने खुद ही बस सोच लिया. It was so random. वही पेंट करी थी, वो हो गया. Literally no thought into the design. I'm gonna be completely honest.
Okay.
Just made
Too much
it.
honesty, I think, Momina.
It's okay.
Alright.
अब वालों में ज़्यादा
Okay, okay.
ज़्यादा
Yeah.
creativity है.
जी, बिल्कुल,
लेकिन उस वक्त जो बस बन गया. I just wanted to see कि क्या होता है
सही.
merch बनाने के बाद.
सही.
You know? We sent in an order for like 500 pieces और we get it and then it sells out in जल्दी से.
जल्दी कितना?
Like
दिन?
100 pieces got sold out in 10 minutes.
Wow, that's good.
हाँ. और फिर उसके बाद हल्के था. अब now we just फिर उसके अंदर क्या कहते हैं returns भी. ऐसा नहीं था कि returns नहीं आए, returns आए.
Right. क्यों आए returns? किस बात पे size छोटी थी ऐसा कुछ?
हाँ, usually size के मसले
What
होते
was
हैं.
the first thing?
About what?
No, what was the first article? It was a shirt?
It was a shirt.
Okay.
It was a white shirt with Yara Jeeb written on it.
Oh, that's beautiful.
No.
Okay.
I don't like it now.
She
क्योंकि अब
doesn't.
मैंने नई चीज़ें बना ली हैं तो I like.
Alright, evolution.
हाँ,
Sure.
evolution.
Yeah.
तो anyways अब वो हुआ and everyone like सबके reviews आए, everything was nice, you know, it got sold out. जो return वाले pieces थे वो हमने sale पे वापस लगा दिए and you know they sold out as well I guess. थोड़े से defected pieces थे तो हमने उसको extra sale पे लगा दिए, you know.
Super
We
extra.
mentioned
Yeah,
that
yeah.
they're like a little defected.
Yeah.
लेकिन आप बहुत सस्ते में ले लो, like 600 में ले लो, literally बहुत सस्ते में.
And what was the original price of the shirt?
I think it was 1200. हाँ.
Okay.
और वो भी सेल पे initial sale पे थी.
Okay.
तो it wasn't like that expensive.
No,
It
okay.
was
All right.
accessible,
Yeah, affordable.
affordable for everyone.
Yes.
शहजाद आ रहा है, एंटी
शहजाद आ
मार
रहा है.
रहा
आ
है.
जाओ, आओ बैठो.
सही था.
हाँ, बैठो. सब सेट था? हाँ, हल्के हो गए? चलो. Affordable था. जी.
Yes, so initially मैंने यही सोचा था. Everyone was like around the businessy friends were like कि नहीं 1800 में बेचो भाई, क्या हो गया, लोग
2500 में बेच
लेंगे,
दो.
ये करो.
5000 में बेच दो.
Like नहीं यार, I think I want to make this more affordable.
Mhm.
तो फिर उसके बाद it was such a success that we decided to bring out hoodies. फिर हुडीज़ वाला सीन हुआ, हुडीज़ गॉट सोल्ड आउट. अब वापस से समर कलेक्शन वाली शर्ट्स आ रही हैं इंशाल्लाह.
But this one you proper put work into.
Yeah, I've hired a designer for it.
Damn. All right. तो इन वाले की प्राइस फिर 2500 होगी.
I guess.
Yeah.
नहीं, I'm gonna make it affordable regardless.
But you factor in the costs. I mean.
Yeah, obviously labor cost आ जाती है extra, लेकिन it would make sense. मैं बहुत कम profit margin रखती हूँ. I'm gonna be honest. I still have, पता नहीं क्यों मेरे अंदर ये चीज़ है.
अभी आप
I think थोड़ी देर जाके जब मुझे actually realize होगा ना कि मैं कितना कमा सकती हूँ इससे, तब बेटा नहीं छोड़ूंगी.
10,000 रुपए की हुडी आएगी.
खैर, तो अभी भी I'm thinking of keeping it affordable for sure.
इंशाल्लाह.
क्योंकि I don't think t-shirts should be expensive.
T-shirts are a basic article of clothing and no.
But again, then everyone's just like, you know, it's yours. It's merch and merchandise.
It's not a basic T-shirt, yes.
It's not no. It's limited edition Momina Munir merch.
Yeah.
Just like basic T-shirt Irfan Junejo ki bhi hai. But you know, it's very limited edition.
Yeah.
You know, ek baar sold out hogi, it's gone.
There'll never be another. Yeah.
So
there'll be more. They'll be different, inshallah. Not
but
the same.
it's like a asset नहीं बोलूँगी. कोई ऐसा asset
Memorabilia.
It's the collection हो गई.
Sure.
You know, YouTubers की merch मैं collect कर रही हूँ. I mean, I do that. I have every single YouTuber's merch up to date.
इरफान भाई की recent shirts मुझे नहीं मिली अभी तक.
मुझे भी नहीं मिली. मैंने actually I was a little late on that. मैं trip पे गई हुई थी.
मैं तो trip पे नहीं गया हुआ था.
तो
Look into the camera.
I've always ordered Irfan bhai's merch. Hoodies में I cut short, तो I got the masks instead. Like time बहुत जल्दी हो गई थी और I never put on like alarms कि जैसे कि इरफान जुनेजो की merch जो है ना वो 5 मिनट में sold out नहीं हो जाती.
हाँ वही.
Anyways, so I didn't get the hoodie, I didn't get the shirt this time, but I did get the masks. The last purchase was the mask. लेकिन इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट ड्रॉप पे आ जाएंगे.
हाँ नहीं तो आमिर भाई को
आमिर भाई की छीन उतारें आप.
आमिर भाई के पास बहुत होती है माशाल्लाह से. बोलेंगे आमिर भाई कम ऑन क्या हो गया. एक दो तो दे दे. Alright, but like so t-shirts and hoodies. Any plans on anything else?
I really want sweatpants.
Sweatpants. That's a difficult one, right?
That's a really difficult one क्योंकि हर चीज़ बहुत ज़्यादा बल्क में चाहिए. हर चीज़ की sizing खुद बनानी है. हर चीज़ you know you just have to build everything from scratch.
Sure.
And
if you don't want to be taken advantage of.
हाँ. और advantage तो बहुत लेते हैं लोग.
ज़ाहिर है.
मतलब especially being a girl who was 19, मैं मर्दों से बात कर रही होती थी जाके. So you can imagine how hard it was to convey my message to them.
Or for them to take you seriously, of course.
Exactly. लेकिन फिर obviously I took help from my businessy friends.
Who are
कि भाई बात कर लो तुम.
Who are men who are like यार आप अपनी मर्दानी इस्तेमाल करें please.
Even they're like 21. So they're not even that older.
Men.
नहीं फिर भी उनको serious नहीं लेते ना. We were such young. They think we were such young kids that.
दाढ़ी नहीं थी उनकी.
थी.
See, that's funny, right? That's funny
yeah,
because
it's funny.
When it's funny.
मैं backup कर रही हूँ.
When I was 22, I could grow a full beard, and I would notice a stark difference in how people would deal with me, even at that age. If I shaved, they'd be like, "Oh."
You know, जो different लोग आपको treat करते हैं. I was just thinking about it सुबह ही, और ये मैंने बहुत funny तरीके से notice किया है. Whenever like I'm hanging out with people and it's my turn to pay, तो मैं अपना कार्ड निकाल के देती हूँ. लाइक बिल में डाल दिया मैंने, तो पिन है ना, तो वो मशीन लेके आते हैं और हमेशा जो भी लड़का बैठा होता है ना उसके पास देते हैं. एंड आई एम जस्ट सिटिंग देयर कि मेरा है, मुझे पिन डालनी है.
Again, if you
तो इतना वो एक डिफरेंशिएट करते हैं. लाइक आई वाज थिंकिंग अबाउट इट कि हमेशा ये इट्स नेवर लाइक कि वो मेरे पास आए हैं. हमेशा इट्स द गाय इन द सीट.
Let me switch the paradigm for you. If there is a guy, they want to be as respectful to you as possible, तो वो उस मर्द को देंगे जो आपको जानता है. It could be that, ना?
No, I don't think.
No, you don't.
No, it's truly that अगर एक मर्द बैठा है वही पे करेगा. I genuinely think that.
बेचारा मर्द.
लेकिन उसको तो पे भी नहीं करना पड़ रहा.
उसके पास तो पैसे भी नहीं है. वो तो गरीब है.
खैर नहीं. But that's like the differentiation. I hate saying words.
Yeah, it's okay. It's all right. I do too.
तो वहाँ पे जब differentiate करते हैं ना, तो I feel like जब एक दाढ़ी वाले को ज़्यादा serious लेंगे और एक मर्द को ज़्यादा serious लेंगे rather than me.
That's okay. That's all right, and it's brilliant that you're cognizant of it. But I don't know if you've let that bother you too much, because there are women that truly become bogged down by these ideas.
नहीं, मुझे इतना फर्क नहीं पड़ता. It's okay.
हाँ, आओ ना काम निकालो बस ऐसे.
हाँ, मतलब नहीं, वो नहीं मुझे दे दे. You know. So it's just about that. But कहीं पे मुझे वो frustrating feeling नहीं आती. I think yes, women do get frustrated.
Yes.
Because there's so much deeper, more like ये एक, you know,
कुछ भी नहीं है ये तो. हाँ.
ये कुछ भी नहीं है.
सही.
और भी बहुत चीज़ें.
And they're obviously dealing with more difficult situations. Having said that, I don't know if there is another way to solve these problems except to just get your work done first. If you don't succeed, you can't tell your story.
Yeah, that's true. And I think मैं इस point पे नहीं आई हूँ कि मैंने भी कोई recognize कर लिया है the way out of it, you know.
Oh.
I don't know how to.
नहीं, अल्लाह खैर करेगा इंशाल्लाह. With I don't know how to, Momina, this has been a wonderful conversation. Thank you for coming by.
No problem.
A special shout out to Shahzad and Balaj for arranging this.
खांसी करनी है बलाज को.
All right. Cool. Good. Yes. Any final shout outs that you would like to give to your first channel, second channel, Instagram, anything?
Momina Munir, Momo Talks, and Momina Munir on Instagram.
Your next
This
merch...
is so awkward.
Why?
Momina Munir on Instagram. Like, ooh. नहीं आप काट दें इसको. मुझे नहीं चाहिए shout out.
Speaking from experience, ये अपनी podcast में कुछ नहीं काटते.
नहीं कटेगा. Kazi Akbar on Instagram. So yeah. Now we're both weird.
Thank you.
It's okay. And your...
तुम भी shout out लो चलो.
हाँ.
मेरा हो गया. He was like
इसमें भी लो.
फिर से वो जोक नहीं मारना, मैं उठ के चला जाऊंगा. Balaj, I just told you not to. Stop it. Okay, but your merch will be coming out in September, you said?
नहीं, it's gonna come out in 2 weeks.
Inshallah. And that'll be fun. That'll be wonderful.
Inshallah. लेकिन सितंबर तक मैं दे देती हूँ क्योंकि इधर तो मुझे सीरियस लेते नहीं है ना मर्द, तो वो बार ना आगे करते रहते हैं डेट. बाजी आज नहीं. बाजी अभी नहीं हो सकता. बाजी बस ये रहता है इस पर स्टिचिंग रहती है.
What sizes?
काम शुरू भी नहीं किया.
What sizes? हाँ ये है वैसे. What sizes are going? Or should we expect?
I'm doing all are oversized to small, medium, large.
Small, medium, large. तो मैं, I suppose I'll fit a large.
Yeah, you will.
I'll fit a large. We'll all fit larges. Yes.
I prefer to wear large क्योंकि मुझे oversized look मजे का लगता है.
हाँ. Yes.
तो हम सब large पहनेंगे.
With that, anything else that you would like to say as a final?
अब मुझे on the spot डाल दिए तो no.
Okay.
वरना मैं कुछ बोल देती.
I'd love to have you on again. जब भी आपके पास वक्त हो, you come back and just say it then, inshallah. Momina Munir, Kazi Akbar, Balaj Khan, Shahzad, Wahab, Kharab Camera. Assalamu alaikum.
Walaikum assalam.